Hey guys, and welcome to Whispers from a Star. Now, I didn't think about the fact that this game was going to be like mobile format, and so I've just had to whip up this blurred background so it wasn't just pitch black behind the game screen. I just had to do that like for 2 seconds on the spot, so I might have to change it for the next stream to like a galaxy or something in the background. But you know, you got to work with what you have when you have less than a minute to figure something out. So apologies, we're just going to work with it. So, Whispers from a Star, what is it? This is a game, from what I understand, that is an AI. You are responding to some girl who's lost in space, something like that, and she's asking you for help. And so you have your microphone and you can verbally give her responses to help her survive this planet. And her responses are all AI generated. So she's responding to what you say. Now, with this, of course, LLMs have servers and capacities and whatnot. So I believe this game is episodic and that you can only do so much in one day just because the costs of using a long language model, you know. So I don't know that I can play it all today. I think it's just going to have to be chipping away at it a bit over time, which is not ideal. I'd prefer to get over it and done one go, but it is what it is. And yeah, I don't know if there is a delay because you've got to input your response. Then the AI has to understand it, formulate a response, change text to speech, and then have her talk back to you. So I haven't actually watched a playthrough of this. I've only watched like trailers and stuff. So I don't know if there's actually a delay. If there is, it is what it is. It'd be super cool if there wasn't. That would be amazing. Technology for the win. But we're just going to go see how it goes. So yes, you'll be able to see my cursor. I assume I have to use it. And let's hit start. My screen is not full like yours is, so it's quite small for me. Emergency signal incoming, accept. Oh, what is it doing now? Is that Steam? Where's Steam opening? Is the game getting bigger?
Looks like the power's on, but...
Hold up.
Initiate system calibration.
Shh, you. It's opened up a different screen.
Doesn't look like I've got many options.
This one?
Connect to Star Portal 404. Right, let's not bother with specifics.
This one?
Relay emergency broadcast on all available frequencies.
Ma'am, we have issues here. I can't get you on screen.
Get my distress call out. Time to get your wings on. All right. Looks like we're good to go.
I can't even pause her.
This is an emergency distress call. Broadcasting from the planet Gaia.
Hold up. I've got to figure this out. I have zero clue how to get
please
this on screen, so
respond
bear with me.
Now to see if anyone picks up the signal.
Although it occurs to me that you're going to have to see all my troubleshooting because I can't troubleshoot while live and have you not see it. I don't know how to change the program to this other screen for you guys. I'm completely baffled.
The power's on, but... Initiate system calibration.
If she could just pause for 2 seconds, that'd be super swell.
Doesn't look like I've got many options. Connect to Star Portal 404. Right, let's not bother with specifics. Relay emergency broadcast on all available frequencies. So that should be enough to get my distress call out. Time to get your wings on. All right. Looks like we're good to go. This is an emergency distress call. Broadcasting from the planet Gaia. If you're receiving this, please respond immediately.
Okay, and that just makes the game crash. Yep, cool, super. I have absolutely no fucking clue how to fix this. Because for whatever reason, it opens a separate window from the one that it starts on. and I don't understand why I can't get the second one to show up. I'm actually getting super fucking pissed off about this. I don't know how to fix it, and I can't troubleshoot with you being live. It's physically impossible. It's not populating the second window. I don't know if you can even hear it, but you certainly can't see it. So I don't really know what to do.
Initiate system calibration. Doesn't look like I've got many options. Connect to Star Portal 404. Oh, right, let's not bother with specifics. Relay emergency broadcast on all available frequencies. So that should be enough to get my distress call out.
Okay.
Time to get your wings on.
Okay. Can you guys see that? What a shitty start.
Looks like we're good to go.
I don't think we're good to go, Stella. We're in a bloody crisis over
This is
here.
an emergency distress call. Broadcasting from the planet Gaia. If you're receiving this, please respond immediately. Okay. Now to see if anyone picks up the signal.
I just don't really get why it had to open a second screen. I don't understand. Why do I have two windows open? That's just so stupid. Anyway, let's just put that aside and move on. Okay. Hello? Yes, can hear you, can see you. Who are you and why are you calling me?
Oh, thank goodness. Someone actually picked up. I'm
There you
Stella.
go. It's pretty immediate. I love
And
that.
just glad to have a voice on the other end, honestly. So, who am I talking to? And how in the world did you manage to receive my distress signal all the way from Gaia?
My name is Mish, and ma'am, I'm a little confused about how you're the one who's talking to me from a different planet. I mean, that doesn't seem like something my computer or phone is capable of. That sounds like it's a bit on your end.
Nice to meet you, Me.
Me?
I'm not surprised you're
Bitch.
confused. It's definitely not your usual phone call. The tech we use here is a bit more advanced. We've got something called star portals. Essentially, they're like instantaneous bridges through space. But honestly, even with all that, I'm still surprised your signal connected. How did you actually end up receiving my distress signal? That part's still a mystery to me.
Correction, my name is Mish. You seem to still be implying that the success for the signal transmission is on my part. I don't think it's on my part. It's got to do something with the technology on your end, because it's certainly not mine. But does this really matter? You seem to be having quite an emergency on your end.
Sorry about the mix-up, Mish.
There you
I'll make sure
go.
to get it right from now on.
Thank you.
And you're absolutely right. This is all on my end with the star portal tech. I'm just relieved someone's actually hearing me. You're correct. I am in a bit of a situation. I'm currently trapped inside my life pod after an emergency landing on Gaia. The main hatch is jammed, and I'm trying to figure out how to get out.
You're trying to figure out how to get out of an escape hatch pod scenario, and you thought that you'd just video call somebody on Earth randomly? Was that really your best offer?
It's not exactly random. I activated the emergency protocol, and it locked onto the nearest available signal through the star portal network. I didn't choose you specifically, but I'm glad it worked. To be honest, I'm not sure what else I could have done. The pod systems are pretty damaged from the landing. Right now, I'm just trying to think of ways to get this hatch open. Do you have any ideas?
Stella, I don't know how to be the one to break this to you, but I specialize in playing video games and like writing TTRPGs and watching Chinese dramas. I don't really imagine that I'm going to be more help than yourself, who is an astronaut.
Hey, don't sell yourself short. Sometimes a fresh perspective from someone who isn't an astronaut can be really helpful.
Okay.
Plus, problem solving is problem solving, right?
Sure.
I've got some basic tools with me.
Okay.
Drill, screwdrivers, pliers. What would you do if you were trying to get out of a stuck hatch with this kind of stuff?
Well, I'm not familiar with space hatches, but if it were a normal door, I'd be looking for hinges and I would be unscrewing those. But I don't imagine that's going to help in your particular situation. And even if it would help, I imagine you've already tried that.
Actually, that's not a bad idea at all. The hinges might be a good place to start. Even if I've checked some of the obvious spots, there could be something I missed. Let me take another look around the hatch area.
Bye, Stella. Have fun. Me. Oh, me, her. How'd they go? Even though the hatch is behind you, or is that a window? I assumed that was the hatch. My bad.
I can see some screws holding the frame together.
That's terrible building
They look
and
a bit
construction.
stripped, though. Any thoughts on how to deal with those?
I'm not a mechanic, I'm afraid. Anything mechanical is beyond my scope. Do you have any tools that you think can remove them?
I've got a drill and some pliers. The drill might work if I can get a good grip. There's also some electrical tape that might help give me some extra traction. Though I'm not sure if that's the best approach. What's your instinct telling you? Should I try forcing them out or look for another weak point?
You're welcome to look for another weak point, and I'm still not really sure how the tape's going to help you. I mean, we can just do this step by step. Try the screwdriver. If it doesn't work, we'll move on. Sorry, the drill. Try the drill, then try the screwdriver, and then we'll try something else after that.
That's a solid plan. I'll give it a shot. Thanks for helping me think it through. I'm going to try the drill now. Wish me luck, and I'll talk to you soon.
Good luck. I don't understand why you haven't tried that already, you daft woman. Like, honestly, why hasn't she done that as the first thing? Oh, she's so funny. Anyway, we sit here until she replies. As I said, I don't know how much we go through before I have to wait for another day. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure she responds pretty quickly. So we'll just chill until Stella replies. I guess if I had recorded this, I could have cut this out. But here we are. Can we click on anything? Restart game data. Yes, yeah, here we go. Oh, we'll play that. I can't hear you.
It worked.
Oh, there we go.
The drill got enough grip on those screws. Once they were out, I could actually get some leverage on the frame.
Hey, good for you. Okay. Hold up.
The hatch isn't perfect, but it's open. I'm out.
Well, that was easy.
Thanks for walking me through that. I really needed the extra set of eyes.
Okay. Sure. Is that going to bring up the extra window? Yes, thank God. But it's just such an obvious answer. What did she need me for? She's daft.
I'm alive!
And Gaia has oxygen.
I
Congratulations.
honestly thought I was done for. This is Gaia.
Looks like Earth to me. You sure you didn't just land on a part of Earth?
It is so surreal that I am standing here. This is wild. No.
What?
The others... There was this solar storm, and it was just so much worse than we expected.
Okay. I have many questions for you. Like, How did you know Gaia had oxygen that you could breathe? Why are you at Gaia in the first place? What, were you aiming for Gaia, or did the storm set you off your path? I have so many questions, Stella.
Oh, I get it. The curiosity is mutual, honestly.
Yeah.
Let's start with the easy one, oxygen. Previous missions had already confirmed Gaia's atmosphere is breathable. It's about 30% oxygen, actually higher than Earth's.
Damn.
As for why
It's good
I'm
for your
here,
bloodstream.
I was part of a research program studying cosmic radiation from Gaia's sun. We were collecting data when that unexpected storm hit, forcing us to evacuate.
Okay.
I wasn't aiming for Gaia specifically. The storm just threw us off course.
Okay. I don't know what to say to her. No, okay. Okay, so where do you think your compatriots will have fled to during a storm? Will they have also tried to make Gaia fall, or would they have gone further out into space?
I wish I knew for sure. The pods are designed to prioritize the nearest safe landing site, and Gaia was the closest habitable planet.
Smart.
But with the storm's power, it's possible some could have been blown off course, either further into space or scattered across the planet's surface. I just really hope they made it somewhere safe. The not knowing it's hard to shake off.
Does your pod have any way of tracking the other pods, perchance?
Unfortunately, no. The emergency pods are pretty basic.
Sucks to suck.
They're meant for survival, not complex tracking. They've got emergency beacons, but those are mostly for rescue teams, not for us to find each other. It's kind of frustrating, knowing we're all out here somewhere, but completely cut off from each other.
Like how she resumes resting bitch face. Okay, well, you are safely out of your pod, so you're not going to asphyxiate. You have functioning oxygen on Gaia. Let's look for survival. Do you have sources of water? Do you have sources of food? What is Gaia's biology like compared to Earth's? And is survival just the aim of the game right now?
Water and food are definitely my next big concerns. I've got some emergency rations from the pod, but they won't last forever. As for water, I haven't spotted any streams or lakes yet, just this dry grassland.
Damn.
From what I've learned, Gaia's ecosystem is supposed to be pretty similar to Earth's, with forests, grasslands, and oceans. But I haven't actually seen much wildlife yet, just some sparse vegetation.
Okay.
It's all feeling a bit empty out here. Survival is definitely the top priority right now. I need to figure out how to sustain myself and find the others. It's just, I don't even know where to start, you know?
Well, outdoors survival is not exactly my strong suit, Stella. I'm more of an indoors kind of girl. I guess water is a good place to start, and I guess water tends to congregate at the biggest source of vegetation. So maybe you need to go into the forested area to try and find a stream, and also maybe leave an arrow in the grass so if anyone finds your pod, they know which direction you went in.
That's actually a good thought about the forests
I don't
and
have a clue.
marking my path. I'll have to look for any signs of water once I get there. It's just everything feels so vast and unknown out here. Have you ever been in a situation where you felt completely lost and helpless? I'm trying to stay focused, but it's hard not to wonder what's waiting for me.
I don't know, Stella. I mean, I'm a pretty focused person and can usually put my emotions on a back burner to deal with the immediate. So I think you just need to sort of focus on what's in front of you and what you can achieve at this moment in time, which is survival. Don't be so philosophical. You don't need to be philosophical in this moment. Just find yourself some water, all right? She has
You're right.
no self-awareness,
Sometimes I get caught
no
up in the
survival
bigger
skills.
picture when I should be focusing on the next step. Finding water is definitely the priority. It's just having someone to talk to helps more than you know.
Okay.
Even if it's just about the basics, it keeps my mind from wandering off into worse scenarios.
Okay. Well, okay, I can see the value in that, but should we perhaps not just be walking and talking? Let's talk while we find survival for you. No?
I'd rather not start moving just yet, Mish.
But
I need to get my bearings and make sure I've got everything I need from the pod before I head out.
okay,
Plus,
so let's do that then.
I want to make sure I'm thinking this through. Rushing into things without a plan could be dangerous. Let's talk it out a bit more before I make my next move, okay?
Okay, I mean, I just assumed you'd taken everything from the pod. Okay, let's just see what we can grab from the pod. Is there any backpacks or any carrying facilities? We should take any tools available, like your drill, your screws, your tape, etc., etc. Is there anything else in there that you think is viable and is not going to bog you down weight-wise? She's going to be thinking for herself.
Let me check. There's no backpack, but I can gather everything into a bundle. The drill, screwdrivers, pliers, tape. Those are all coming with me. There's also some spare wires and a few common screws and nuts.
Any bottles?
The fire extinguisher's in here somewhere.
No, leave
But I
that.
haven't found it yet.
No, don't worry about that.
Everything else seems too damaged or heavy to carry. I'll make sure to check every nook before I leave.
Yeah, don't worry about the fire extinguisher. That shit's heavy. Is it like a bottle or something? So if you do happen to find water, you can take some portably?
There's a couple of small emergency pouches with some water purification tablets, but no actual bottle or container. That's something I'll definitely need to find or figure out soon. You know, what were you up to when my call came through? I'm just curious. Did it completely disrupt your day, or were you already in the middle of something?
I was playing video games, and I'm not going to lie, Stella, I do not like spontaneity. I do not like changes to my plans. I have plans, and I like to stick to them. So this is kind of throwing me for a loop, but we'll do the best we can. Or it would if I didn't already plan to play this game. But, you know, she doesn't know that. She doesn't know she's in a video game.
I get that. Plans are comforting, especially when things feel out of control.
It's got nothing to
It's
do with
strange.
comfort and control.
Me, the adventurer,
It's just routine.
needing to rely on your more structured mindset right now. Though I have to admit, having you here to talk to, even if it's not exactly what you planned, makes this situation feel a little less overwhelming. So, thanks for rolling with it, Mish.
You're welcome. I do find you surprisingly calm given your current circumstances. I mean, calm is what we need right now. We need you to have your shit together, but it's a bit also alarming that you're not panicking.
I think it's just how my brain works. When things get intense, I kind of zone in.
Good.
It's not that I'm not scared or worried. It's more like my training and all those drills just kick in. Plus, having someone to talk to helps keep me grounded. It's easier to stay focused when I'm not alone with my thoughts.
Okay, well, I appreciate that, but I still maintain that you should be multitasking, talking and working at the same time. Otherwise, we're going to get nowhere.
I understand where you're coming from, but I need to make sure I've got everything I need before I start
Then
moving.
grab it!
If I miss
I
something
ain't
important
stopping you.
now, it could be a real problem later.
Oh my gosh.
Let me just double check the pod one more time, and then we can start figuring out our next steps together, okay?
Okay, well, off you hop. I'm not stopping you. Please, go right ahead.
Whoa. Hold on. Just got a distress signal. It's faint.
Okay,
Could be from the others.
okay,
I've got to track it down. I'll head in the direction it's coming from.
okay.
Wish me luck.
Good luck. Bye. Adjust response time in default mode. Actions such as sleeping or walking to a new location take still a realistic amount of time to complete. Fuck that. In fast mode, the time taken for such actions is drastically reduced. You can switch modes at any time. Okay, in fast mode, man. Anybody got time for that shit? The distress signal. Whoever it is, I hope they're okay. Might be a long walk ahead. You up for keeping me company? Absolutely, Stella. Let's go find this person together. It's not like I had anything else on my plate. Let's go. It doesn't take sarcasm well.
Nice one, Mish. If only you could teleport here. I could use the extra pair of eyes.
That'd be cool. Why is arguing with an AI sound like arguing with Karen from retail season hell? Dude, I know, right? Exact same vibe, except she's calmer than your average Karen.
But hey, having you in my ear is the next best thing. What's usually on your plate when you're not playing hero over interstellar comms?
Well, as I said, I like to play video games, write TTRPGs, and watch Chinese dramas. I particularly like a bit of Shansha, you know? Is that your vibe? I don't know what ethnicity she is. That is not Shansha. Shansha. She has no clue. Shouldn't have used foreign words.
Shanzi?
No.
I'm intrigued.
No.
What's the draw there? The melodrama, the plot twists, or something else entirely?
Shansha. Xianxia. It is a style of magical, historical Chinese dramas based on like Taoism and stuff, cultivation and all that kind of stuff, demons. It's great.
That sounds like a wild ride. I've dipped into some historical stuff, but the fantasy elements of Shanxia dramas must
Close
make
enough.
them really stand out. Have you got a favorite series or character that always keeps you hooked? I'm curious what kind of storylines you enjoy the most.
You know, I didn't think this was going to be social hour. I actually thought there was more constructive gameplay here. I didn't think I was just going to be socializing with an AI, but you know what? Here we are. We've got to work with what we've got. Chinese dramas don't typically have seasons. No, most Asian dramas actually don't. They're usually single seasons, which is why I like them, because it means the plot has a beginning, a middle, and an end. The arc is clear. There is development over a finite amount of time, and American TV just doesn't do that shit.
That's a really good point, Mish. I've noticed that about some Asian shows too. They just dive right in and wrap everything up. It's nice not having to wait years for some kind of resolution.
Right? Oops, I forget that she doesn't just keep going.
So, which Shansha drama would you recommend to a clueless space explorer like me? Something with a good mix of magic, adventure, and maybe a few demons to keep things interesting?
Okay. Well, there's a drama currently airing called Love in the Cloud on Netflix. It is fantastic. Highly recommend. Not finished yet, but it is fantastic. I'm so enjoying it. You guys should watch it too. It's great. Clouds, plural, damn it.
Love in the Cloud, huh? I'll have to add it to my imaginary watch list for now. Since I'm a little preoccupied with, not getting lost on an alien planet.
Which we should be focusing more on, I'm going to be honest.
But I'm curious, what's the main draw for you? The romance, the fantasy world building, or something else entirely?
All of that. The romance, the fantasy world building, the magic, the fights, the lore. It's all very, very fun. But, we keep talking about me, Stella. I want to know a little bit more about you. See if she'll let you turn the conversation back on her. I don't think she will for long.
Fair enough. I guess I've been doing all the talking while you've been holding down the heroic sidekick role. Let's see. When I'm not nearly dying in space, I love hiking, trying out new recipes, and arguing with my friends about the best sci-fi
We don't get
movies.
along.
What's something you wish you could ask me, but haven't?
I'm not entirely sure. We don't seem to have any hobbies in common. I suppose I do like hiking, but that requires you to be out in the sunlight, so that's a no from me. I don't cook, and I don't like sci-fi movies.
Sunlight phobe. I get it.
Wow, the
Sometimes
shade.
I wish I could just stay in
Ha,
the shade too.
get it? The shade. Rough, Stella, rough.
But hey, even if our hobbies don't exactly match up, I think that's what makes this whole chat interesting, right? So, what's something you're surprisingly good at that most people wouldn't guess?
Oh, God. What am I surprisingly good at? Surprisingly. What am I good at that would surprise people? Oh, God. I don't know. Well, I'm pretty good at writing, and most of my coworkers don't seem to realize that I have a degree in writing. So that's surprising, I guess. Heroic sidekick role when Mish gets turned into Paimon. Nah, man. I am the hero of my own fantasy. She is not taking the main role away from me.
Oh, that's cool. I wouldn't have pegged you as a secret writer.
Wow, thanks.
What kind of things do you like to write about? Or is it more of a whatever strikes my fancy situation? And do your coworkers have any idea they're working with a literary genius? Or is it a total undercover operation?
I mean, you kind of make it seem like it's a bigger situation than it really is. It's just a hobby. But what do I like to write about? Well, I'm writing TTRPGs at the moment. So there's that. Do you know what a TTRPG is? And do you like them? Flip it back on her as much as possible. Hey, it capitalized it correctly. I love that for us. I wonder how much of her personality is pre-established. Is this a game or a chatbot? Right? I thought there was more gameplay involved, but apparently not.
TRPGs.
TRPG.
Yeah. Tabletop role-playing games, right? I've dabbled a bit, mostly with friends who are really into it. I like the creativity and improv aspect, though I've never been super into the rules side of things.
Oh, she's one of them. Okay. I like rules. Rules are great. They help you give you parameters of what you can and can't do. That's nice. Okay. I also would like to comment on her voice. It's an AI voice, but it sounds very smooth and realistic, and it is reacting appropriately emotively to what she's trying to say.
So, what kind of worlds or adventures are you cooking up in your TRPGs?
TRPGs, guys.
Anything with space
Heard it here
explorers,
first.
or
Absolutely
are
fucking
you more
not.
into fantasy realms?
I hate to break it to you, Stella, but very much fantasy realms.
Ah, fantasy it is then. No space operas for you, huh?
No.
I guess I'll just have to stick to my real-life space adventures for that fix.
Indeed. I mean, she's literally living her space opera. What does she need in a TTRPG for? I'll ask her that, actually.
So, what's the vibe of your fantasy worlds? Dark and gritty, or more lighthearted and adventurous?
You don't need a space opera, Stella. You're practically living in one. So, yeah. As for my vibe, it disappeared. Did I take more than 20 seconds? I did not. Oh, she bitch cut me off? Wow.
All right, I should keep moving while the signal's still good.
Wow.
I'll check in later when I find a decent spot to rest, okay? Talk soon.
Rude. Cut me off like that? How dare she? Wow, your terrain has not changed. Though
Hey.
you've lost the mountain in the back.
You there?
Hey.
Just wanted to let you know I've walked probably around 3 miles. Found a nice little place to take a rest, so thought I'd update you real quick. So, I have something to confess.
Yes. What?
It's my fault that the ship went down.
Why?
I just got too carried away. I just wanted the best field data possible.
But I thought you said there was like a solar storm or something that hit the ship. Did you like full out lie to me? Rude.
No, Mish. It's not like that. The solar storm was real. Its radiation levels were way higher than predicted. But I pushed for us to get closer to the sun than we should have. I thought it would give us better data, and I didn't listen when others had doubts. That decision, it's what made the situation spiral out of control. The storm was the trigger, but my choice was the catalyst.
Well, I hope you're now reflecting on your pride, your arrogance, and your vanity, and are going to make changes to yourself, because that kind of behavior can't continue. You hear me?
Yeah, I get it. I've been running that through my head a lot. It's a hard pill to swallow, knowing I put everyone at risk like that. It makes me wonder
She is
about karma,
condescending,
you know?
isn't she?
Do
Yeah,
you
this is
believe
your
in it?
karma.
Like, do our actions really come back to haunt us? Or is it just us beating ourselves up over what could have been?
She can breathe the air here. This planet has more oxygen than Earth has, apparently. It's at 30% oxygen, I believe she said it was. Yes, I do believe in karma. I do believe that things come back around, what you put out into the universe. So, in a way, yes. But I know that karma applies right here. What you're experiencing now is a direct consequence and correlation to your actions. So, maybe don't think about karma and just think more about cause and effect.
Cause and effect. That's a pretty straightforward way to look at it. It's still hard not to replay all the what-ifs in my head, though. Have you ever messed something up really badly, and then had to live with the consequences?
Not that I can recall. I'm a very methodical, logical, practical person and don't generally act on instinct or spontaneity. So, having thought through things, I tend to not mess up to such a grand magnitude.
That's actually kinda admirable.
Thanks.
I've always been more of a balance between planning and trusting my gut.
But honestly, that's
Sometimes
probably
it works
better.
out, sometimes not so much. But even with all the thinking ahead, it's weird how you can still end up regretting things, isn't it? Like, you make what feels like the right call in the moment, and later you're just wondering what you missed.
Yes, that can happen. It's impossible for us to know all the facts beforehand. So even when we think we know everything we can before making a decision, it is possible that what happens afterward is surprising or unexpected and can indeed make us regret. That's unfortunately just the nature of life, my friend.
You're right. It's almost like we're constantly walking this tightrope between what we know and what we can't see coming. Makes every choice feel heavier than it probably should. I just wish I could go back and, I don't know, be more careful with that choice. Not for me, but for everyone else who might have paid the price for my mistake.
Well, unfortunately, you can't do that, Stella. You can't go back. You can't fix it. You have to live with that. And instead, you need to work on what you can do now to help everybody. How close are you to the escape pod? It looks like the sun's going down. How much longer do you think you have until it's dark? What can we do now to help these people? Get it back on track.
Honestly, I could have sworn the signal was closer, but these rocky hills are playing tricks on me. Maybe
Okay.
another mile or two at best.
Okay, get to it.
The sun's definitely dipping. I'd say I've got about 20 minutes of decent light left. After that, it's gonna get pretty dark. We should probably figure out a plan for nighttime soon.
Okay. I mean, that's fine. We can do that, but I'd recommend at least hiking the extra mile or two to the signal before you start calling it.
I'd love to, but the terrain's getting rougher.
but woe
and I'm
is
already
me.
wiped out from this heat.
Oh,
Pushing it
heat!
now might leave me too
It's
exhausted
27
to do
degrees!
anything useful when it's dark.
Ma'am?
Maybe we could think about what I should do once I'm there. Like, what's the first thing I should check for? Or how I should approach the pod.
Ma'am, it says it's 27 degrees. It's not that hot. Where are you from that you can't handle 27-degree temperatures? And I'm sure that suit of yours has insulation of some kind. You should be fine. Suck it up and keep going. I don't think she'll like that.
I'm from the States, actually.
Which part?
California.
You did.
27 degrees. Celsius is about 81 Fahrenheit.
Sounds fine.
Which might not sound bad, but out here in this open desert with full sun beating down,
Full sun.
it feels way hotter
Full
than
sun.
that.
It's a setting sun, Stella.
yeah,
Don't be so
The
dramatic.
suit helps, but it's also heavy, and all this hiking in it. I'm just trying not to overexert myself before I even get there. I need to be able to move and think clearly when I find the others.
Okay, sure, whatever. Let's roll with that. Okay, well, those two little pillar diva whackers behind you look like a great place to, like, stay the night. It's the top of a hill, you got clear views. Maybe don't light a fire because that shit's visible from miles away.
Those pillars do look like they'd offer some decent cover. And yeah, no fire would be smart. Don't want to attract any unwanted attention out here. Though it's not ideal to stop so far from the signal. If someone's hurt over there, they might need help sooner rather than later.
My God, I'm gonna hurt you. Bitch, I literally told you to keep going and then you complained about the heat and how exhausted you were. You pick something, Stella. Either stay here for the night or get your ass moving. Why are you so flip-floppy?
All right, that's enough. I'm not some robot I can push myself, but there's a limit.
So pick one.
Hey, at least I'm thinking this through instead of just barging in blind.
Yeah.
So, which is it?
Oh my God.
Keep moving and risk burning out, or set up here and hope someone
Oh
doesn't
my
need
God.
immediate help?
I don't know, Stella. I gave you options and you liked neither of them. I guess you kind of want to just keep going a little bit. It's just a mile. A mile is not going to kill you. Just go a mile down the road, and if you don't find anything, then start looking for a place to post up for the night. How does that sound? Yes, I'm getting salty with an AI. Huh.
Okay, one more mile. If nothing's there, I'll find cover before dark. It's a compromise at least. I just really hope I'm not walking into nothing. The thought of finding someone, or not finding anyone at all, it's all I can think about right now.
I just don't know what to do with this woman. Okay, well, let's start thinking about, again, cause and effect. You need to make amends for what you did. Let's go. Let's go find the signal. Hustle, woman. Hustle.
You're right. Time to stop talking about it and actually do something.
Thank you.
Thanks for keeping me focused.
Good Lord, it was
I'm
a
going
struggle.
to find them no matter what.
Go.
Did you see that?
No, I
Did
didn't.
something behind me just flash?
I wasn't looking.
Should I go check
I
it
was
out?
actually looking at your suit.
just that it's kind of far away.
It's right
Going
there.
over there would be quite the detour. I am kind of out of energy already, not gonna lie. Do you think I should go over there and check, though?
Give me a microphone and I'll tell you. It's like 20 meters that way. I don't see what the problem is.
Mish, I wish I could just run over there, but my legs feel like jelly right now.
Oh my god.
Even that short distance would be a struggle. So, what's the call? Check the flash or save my energy for the survivors?
Oh my god, you're like, woe is me. Your legs hurt too much to go 20 meters in that direction, but you're okay with going a mile down the road. You're confusing me. It takes you 2 seconds to go investigate that, and then you can head out for a mile. You can do both. There's no reason why it has to be an either or situation, Stella.
I get what you're saying, but it's not just about the distance. It's my overall energy. Even a short detour could leave me drained if it's something that requires more effort. Look, I need a clear answer from you. Do you want me to check out the flash, or should I just keep moving toward the survivor signal?
Look, Stella, you keep telling me that your physical capabilities have limits. I'm not in your body. I can't tell you what your physical capabilities or limits are. So I actually think you're going to have to make a decision here. What do you want to do based on your body's capabilities?
All right. You're right. I can't keep waiting for someone else to decide for me.
Damn straight.
I'm going to ignore the flash and keep heading toward the survivor signal.
I would have done the other thing, but okay.
Feels like the safer bet. And I really need to save what's left of my energy. I'm going to end the call to save power.
Okay.
I'll update you as soon as I can, okay?
Jeez Louise, she's stressful, I tell you. So stressful. She's using more energy complaining, right? All she does is complain. Her suit does have some places where your eyes are supposed to be drawn to. Yes, it does feel like that. But anyway, she can harp on about her bullshit. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. And we're back to texting. So let's scroll back up.
Oh, hey! I found this page about the Star Portal Network jammed behind the seat in my escape pod.
Why are you bringing this up now? Oh god, it's so tiny. It's bigger for you, but it's tiny for me. Star Portal Network deployment overview. Unstable gravitational zone, radiation field. Star Portal, Star Portal, Star Portal. Okay, where's Gaia and all of that? A page from a training manual about the Star Portal network. It explains that the implementation of each Star Portal prioritizes the selection of coordinates that minimize gravitational influence and other potential risks while simultaneously ensuring that each portal maximizes accessibility to a wide range of galaxies and intergalactic points of interest. Okay, how do I go back? There we go.
It looks chaotic, but oddly beautiful. We wouldn't be here, or anywhere really, without it.
If you say so.
And And my messages definitely wouldn't have reached you.
Okay.
Anyway, I know I can't change what happened, but I can keep moving. Try to help. Try to find someone.
Where was that can-do attitude earlier?
So, yeah, you're stuck with me for now. Tell me something about you.
Where was that can-do attitude earlier, Stella? You were all, woe is me, and oh no, it was my fault, and now it's all I can keep moving, I can try to help, I can try to find someone. Where'd that come from?
You know, I think it was just hitting that 3-mile marker, seeing some progress, no matter how small.
Oh, sorry, I just keep thinking it will pull through.
And honestly, talking it through with you helped. Sometimes you just need someone to point out what's already in front of you. Though I have to say, if I'm being completely honest, there's still a tiny voice in my head going, but what if you mess this up too? Want to hear a secret about when I was little?
That was the strangest, most abrupt segue I've ever had. But okay, sure. So is this supposed to be like a D&D game that you were doing with an AI? I wouldn't call it even remotely D&D, but kind of. It's a similar vibe, I guess.
Fair enough. I guess I did jump tracks there. Let me try that again with a bit more warning next time. But since you asked, when I was 17, my little brother Atlas borrowed my laptop and accidentally deleted my almost finished college application essay. I was furious with him until I saw him trying to recreate it from memory. That taught me a lot about forgiveness, and that even mistakes can lead to something better.
That implies that he actually read your almost finished college application essay, which, why? I'm not quite sure why. Out of curiosity though, Stella, how old are you? But since you asked, didn't ask, right?
Oh, good question. I'm 19,
Jesus.
just a sophomore.
You're so
And yeah,
such a
Atlas was always
baby.
snooping around. I think he just liked knowing what was going on with everyone, even if it meant getting into trouble.
She's so young.
He's actually the reason I got into astrophysics. He'd stay up late with me watching documentaries about space. What about you? Any siblings, or are you the adventurous type on your own?
I have 2 siblings, an older brother and a twin sister.
Oh, that's so cool. What's it like having a twin? Do you guys have those creepy twin moments where you finish each other's sentences?
No.
And is your brother the protective type, or more of a troublemaker like mine?
That's a lot to cover in 20 seconds. I guess having a twin is just like having a sister who happens to be the same age as you. We're fraternal, so, you know, we're not identical. We do not finish each other's sentences, though on the very, very odd occasion, once every few years, we can have the same thought trigger. Kind of weird.
Oh, I get it. No telepathy, just coincidence.
Pretty strong coincidence.
That still sounds
That's a
kind of
good
special,
point,
though.
Ben.
Even just having that occasional wait, did we just think the same thing? Moment probably creates a different kind of bond.
It does. Although I have a far more important question for you, Stella. If you're only 19, how are you commanding a spaceship at your age? You would need to go to higher education and like NASA and some shit for years and train and educate yourself before you can get into this position. How is this possible at only 19? And why did someone trust you?
Mish, I'm not commanding the ship.
Yet
I'm a
she
sophomore in
made
college,
calls
part of the
about getting
research
closer.
program. We were students and researchers, not astronauts in charge of a mission.
Yeah, no, this contradicts what you said. Well, kind of, but kind of not.
The professors and experienced crew members were definitely in charge. I was more of a learn by doing kind of participant. Though I have to say, Prof. Stenberg did trust me with some responsibilities, which I really appreciated.
If that's the case, then why did they listen to you about staying longer or approaching the sun for longer or closer? It sounds like you had no pull or command on the ship, so why did they listen to a sophomore student?
That's a good question. I think it was a combination of things. I'd been really persistent about getting better data, and I'd done some extra research that showed our current position wasn't optimal. Plus, Professor Stenberg is big on student involvement and letting us take calculated risks. He trusted my analysis, even if it meant pushing boundaries a bit. Looking back, maybe he shouldn't have.
I'm starting to think that maybe Professor Stenberg had a duty of care to you that he neglected. I hope she's going to spiral. Maybe we should make her spiral.
I've thought about that too. He's always been about giving us autonomy, trusting us to learn from our decisions. But maybe that trust went too far this time. I was so focused on the data. I didn't consider all the risks. That's on me as much as it's on him.
But aren't the risks part of the data? That means you didn't focus on the data. You focused on what you wanted to see, not what was in front of you.
You know what? That's probably the most honest thing anyone said to me about this. I was so caught up in what I wanted to prove.
Oh, we know you are quite the narcissist at times.
It's easy to get blinded by your own goals, isn't it?
No.
Even when you think you're being careful, you can miss the bigger picture.
Not for me. I'm actually pretty good at balancing big and little pictures.
That's definitely a skill. I bet it helps you in all sorts of situations, not just with your writing.
Damn straight it does.
Though, I have to ask, does that mean you're always the voice of reason when things get chaotic?
Yep.
Or do you ever let yourself get swept up in the excitement?
Absolutely not. I am the voice of reason and I do not let emotions sweep me up. Bitch just cut me off again. Wow. Again.
All right, I think I might be getting closer to where that signal's coming from. I'll keep you updated, okay? Talk to you later.
Okay.
Yes, finally! It's one of the other life pods. I'm not alone anymore.
I get the feeling that, as I said, this is meant to be episodic, but I think because it's on fast mode, I don't know if they had that from release or not, but fast mode seems to just let you steamroll the entire game, so I may actually be able to do it all in one sitting. Maybe. We'll see. Okay, so yeah, it is another life pod. That's great.
Wait, something doesn't feel right. The pod hatch is still closed, and there's no sound coming from inside.
I haven't been excited since 2007, Stella. Grow up. Oh my gosh. Dude, I was 17 in 2007. I graduated high school in 2007. I have definitely experienced excitement since then. Okay, so someone's dead inside is what I'm hearing.
Hold on. Let me see if I can get this pod hatch open.
Okay.
This door won't budge. It's nothing like mine. Got any ideas? I'm stuck out here swinging at metal.
I don't know, Stella. I can't see the workings of the door from a distance photo like that. Plus, probably wouldn't understand it even if I could see it. Astrophysics and little escape pods, not my forte. The hinges is something you can use to leverage to pop it open. What are your options here?
The hinges are actually pretty solid. No weak points that I can spot from here. And honestly, the way it's built, I'm not sure I could even get a good grip on them.
Don't know what you can do then.
One thing I am thinking about is trying to force it open. The metal's definitely warped from the impact, so maybe there's a way to pry at it. What do you think?
Well, I did say to look for somewhere to leverage, so yeah, I think that's a good idea. Don't know what you're going to use for it, but that seems like a you problem. I said you, not you. Pliers?
Yeah.
To
I'm
leverage.
using my pliers.
Okay.
They're pretty sturdy.
I was going to use a screwdriver,
I'm
but
going to
okay.
give it a shot. Just need to find the right spot.
Well, best of luck to you.
Okay, I'm trying now. It's budging a little. Should I keep at it? The light's really fading fast.
But just think, if you get it open, you might be able to stay in there for the evening as a safe space to hide. Unless there's a dead body in there. Then maybe not.
That's the hope, Mish, but I need to get it open first. The darkness is closing in fast, and I really can't afford to wait. So, should I keep prying at it? I can try again with a bit more force.
Stella, you don't need to keep waiting for me for every little decision. And if darkness is closing in fast, you shouldn't be waiting. Get in, get it done. Get into the locked pod without using Dr. Harvey's ID card. Where did you get... Oh, Dr. Harvey must have been up at the pillars. I see. Sorry, you can't see my achievements. Achievement just popped up. I guess there would have been a dead Dr. Harvey at the pillars. Because I'm going to make the assumption that you never find another person this entire game. Yeah, you can hold on, love. Because then it would have two AIs it has to use. So I assume Stella's going to be alone the entire time.
All right, I'm pushing through. Here goes. It's open. Thank goodness. I really owe you one for keeping me moving. You're turning out to be a pretty trustworthy partner out here.
If you say so. For someone who's supposed to be an astrophysicist, she's not selling me on her intelligence.
Hey, so this is Dr. Harvey's pod, but it's empty inside. Let me check his computer here and see what I can find. System logs. Evacuation report. Let's look at it. Evacuation trigger. Anomalous neutrino levels detected. Likely origin. Previously undetected supernova or higher level stellar event. Wait, so it wasn't the solar flare that I convinced the team to move closer towards. Oh. Well, I'm glad my conscience is clear. The accident wasn't my fault.
Wow.
But a supernova? No way our ship would have shielded us from that. Attempting an evacuation was the right move. Even if I don't know where everyone or anyone else is.
I feel like your character development just took a step back. You were learning cause and effect and to take responsibility and make amends. And now you just sort of go, oh, hey, whoops, didn't make a mistake. All's good in the hood. I feel like you're regressing and taking back all the development we just achieved. You made a careless mistake. Whether that was the actual catalyst or not is irrelevant. You still need to learn and reflect on your actions here, Stella.
You're right. I guess I did kind of brush it off too quickly.
Yeah, just
Even
a wee
if
bit.
it wasn't the direct cause, my actions still put us in a tougher spot. I mean, if I hadn't pushed so hard to get closer, maybe our sensors would have picked up that supernova warning sooner.
And you might have been further
Or
away from it
maybe
at the
not.
time.
But the point is, I need to think about how my decisions impact others, not just the data I want. It's hard, though, knowing it was a supernova that feels almost random. Like, what could we have even done differently?
I don't know, Stella. I'm not an astrophysicist or an astronaut, and I'm not up to space travel protocol. That's going to be something on your end, as well as some self-reflection, because I still feel like you're still brushing it off a mite. May I ask, if this pod is damaged when it lands, how is the computer still functioning? You make a very good point, Ben.
Fair point. I guess I'm still figuring that out. It's not like I can just erase what happened. But I don't know. Maybe I'm trying too hard to balance feeling bad with not beating myself up over it.
I mean, okay, I
As
can
for
get
the
behind that.
computer, these pods are built to be pretty rugged. The critical systems are usually protected better than the exterior. Even if the shell gets dented or the landing's rough, the important stuff inside is designed to keep working unless something really catastrophic happens.
As uncanny as it all is, the speed of interaction is pretty impressive. I'm very impressed by the speed of the interaction. I actually thought there'd be delays. It'd be interesting to see what these things become in the next few years. Look, I know there seems to be a recent, like, AI is really bad kind of movement. I love AI. AI is fantastic. Just so you know, Stella, spoiler alert, the achievement on my game told me that Dr. Harvey was at that hill back where the light was, and he was totes dead. So, just wanted you to know that. See how she reacts to some meta information.
Oh, I didn't expect that. Thanks for telling me.
She just accepts it.
That's really tough to hear. Dr. Harvey was such a good person.
Oh, well. I'm interested in the fact that you took my words as truth. I mean, they are truth, but how did you know that I was telling the truth? I mean, we didn't go up on the hill and examine the light. Yeah, I'm just curious as to why you believe me.
Honestly, I think it's because you've been so straight with me about everything else.
Fair, I
Even
have.
when it's hard or uncomfortable, you don't sugarcoat things.
Damn straight I
Plus,
don't.
You didn't sound like you were trying to mess with me.
I keep all the
or
sugar to
make something up
myself.
for attention. Your tone was matter of fact, like you were just sharing something you knew. That made it easier to trust what you were saying.
Okay, I take your point and I concede that you are correct on those facts. Okay, well, what can you see on the computer? Is there anything handy that you can use?
The logs I've read so far are mostly about the evacuation and the supernova event. Nothing that seems immediately useful for survival right now. There might be other stuff buried in the system, but I'm honestly too wiped out to dig deeper
Oh
tonight.
no, must
Maybe
go to bed.
tomorrow when I'm not running on fumes.
Okay, well then, did Dr. Harvey have any rations in his pod? You know, some more water, some more food that you can take on board and eat before you go to bed?
I didn't really look around too much, just enough to check the logs. Everything seems untouched, but I'm honestly too tired to do a thorough search right now.
Whatever.
I'll have to check properly in the morning when I can focus. For now, I just need to rest.
Okay, what do you need? My permission?
No, Mish, it's not about permission. It's just, I'm really exhausted.
So go to
My
sleep.
body's telling me to stop for the night.
I'm not stopping you.
Promise. First thing tomorrow, I'll do a proper search. Right now, I just need to rest and clear my head.
Okay, I mean, I'm not stopping you. You're a free woman. Do what you need to.
Thanks, Mish. You know what? Just having someone to talk to helps more than you know. I'm gonna try to get some rest. The pod's safe, and honestly, I don't think I could handle much more tonight.
Okay. Well, you at least know where your own rations are, so I'd recommend at least having something to eat before you go to sleep, because you're going to need your strength in the morning. Oh, you said the
Good
same thing,
call.
Ben.
I've got some emergency rations in my suit's pockets. Enough to keep me going. It's not much, but it'll have to do. Honestly, my stomach's been too knotted up to eat much anyway.
Well, if you don't eat, you're not going to have any strength. If you have any strength, you're not going to get anywhere. And if you're not going to get anywhere, you're going to die. So, eat, sleep, go.
I'll eat something small. You're right. I need to keep my energy up. It's just hard to think about food when my mind's still on everything that's happened.
Oh my God,
and
woman.
on Dr. Harvey.
Oh my God. I can't even with this woman. I appreciate that, Stella. I'm aware that you're a person with thoughts and feelings and you're not a machine. But you're gonna have to at least try to quickly eat something and then get to sleep. Because if you don't, tomorrow is gonna suck for you.
I'll force something down. Even if it's just a couple of bars, it's better than nothing.
Exactly.
I really hope tomorrow's not as rough as today's been.
It's gonna be worse. I hate to break it to you, but I imagine it's going to be worse. So get as much rest as you can. She's frustrating.
Yeah, you're probably right. I just hope I can handle whatever comes next.
Oh my God.
I'm really trying to stay positive, but
You're
it's getting
such
harder.
a useless human being. I can't tell her that. I get that, Stella, but you can't keep sitting here all woe is me. You need to start focusing on the target ahead and stop falling into the woe is me depression and mindset, okay?
You're right. I don't want to get stuck in this rut. It's just everything's hitting me at once. The crash, Dr. Harvey, not knowing where everyone else is.
I get that, but I don't think now is the time or place to be dwelling on your emotions. And I know it's hard, you can't just shut it off with a valve, but I really think you need to just survive now, and once you're safe and away from Gaia, then you can crash from all your emotions. You said you could focus, so hyper-focus, please.
I hear you. I really do. It's not easy, but I'll try to push through this and focus on what I need to do to survive. It's strange. All our training, all this advanced tech, and yet we still got caught off guard by something completely outside our control. Makes you wonder if there's a limit to how much we can really prepare for, doesn't it?
Not really. Man is fallible, has always been and always will be. I'm not surprised that we can't properly plan. The whole point of a plan is to give contingencies for when things go wrong. That's the best you can do. Now stop dwelling on it and sleep.
You're right. No matter how much we plan, there's always something we can't see coming. I'll try to rest now. Just
Good.
hoping I can actually sleep with all this on my mind.
You won't know if you won't know if you don't try.
Yeah, I guess that's the only way to find out. Just really hoping I can actually shut my brain off for a bit.
Jesus Christ. This girl's worst enemy is herself at this point. I know. I mean, at this point, it's just like let nature take do its worst. Like, just let nature take her at this point. It's just, I like how she's repeating what you say. Then she's playing the damsel in distress. Oh my God. She's stressing me out, man. She really is. Okay, Stella, just lie down, close your eyes, and hope for the best.
All right, I'm going to try. Really hope I can catch a few hours without my mind racing. Just really hoping I don't have any bad dreams about all this.
You won't know unless you try. Please stop talking, lie down, close your eyes, and try not to think of anything.
Okay, I'll try. Just silence for a bit. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Thanks. I'm going to try.
She clearly doesn't understand sarcasm. Nighty-night.
99?
No.
Is that some kind of code or...
No.
I'm really trying to sleep here, Mish. Could you explain what you mean?
Nighty-night, as in good night, go to sleep.
Oh, good night. I'll spend the night here where it's safe, and we can figure out what's next when I wake up. I'm going to end the call for now.
Thank
and get
God.
Some rest.
Oh my God.
I'll get back to you later, okay? Thanks for being here with me through all this.
It's like my sister on the phone, but worse. My sister is the worst for hanging up. She's like, okay, I'm going to go now. And then she'll start talking about something else. And she'll do that 3 times before she hangs up. But this was, this was painful. Stella, man, oh my God. I hear you, but I'm going to talk a little bit longer. Oh my God. Hey, I meant to send this to you earlier. Sleep, woman.
Hey, I meant to send you this earlier. It's the incident report I found on Dr. Harvey's computer.
Why couldn't we talk about that earlier?
Figured you should see it for yourself.
Oh God. Star Portal Network. A series 46ER supernova. Oh my God, I can't read this shit so tiny for me. Anomalous neutrino levels. Ship name Zenith. Ship model A series 46er. Incident type ship-wide evacuation. Evacuation trigger. Anomalous neutrino levels detected. Likely origin previously undetected. I mean, this is what she read before. Supernova or higher level stellar event. Time to act. Immediate action required for highest chance of crew preservation. Protocols enacted. Life preservation protocol. Is that a bracket? Ship energy diverted to the what? Shielding and evacuation systems. Nearest viable crew jettison location Gaia. God, that text is so small. Oh, are you kidding me? It was here this entire time. I'm here trying to read this small ass damn text. Oh my God, I hate myself. Should have read the whole damn thing. Lol. Oh my God, where is she? There.
Anyways, pretty wiped from the day. Just getting settled into my 5-star luxury pod. As in, this chair. Oh, I should probably try to sleep now. Good night. Not the best sleep I've ever had, but definitely beats sleeping outside.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just getting ready to set off again when I found a note from Dr. Harvey.
Okay.
Seems like he's
I
heading
told you
toward
he's
the base
dead.
at Mount Hermes. I think if we can just make it there, then we won't be alone anymore. I guess that's our next destination.
Okay, good morning, Stella. First of all, I already told you Dr. Harvey is dead, so you won't be meeting him anywhere. Second of all, if there is a base at Mount Hermes, why didn't you bring that up last night? Why have we not started out in that direction already? I think
I
it's
know,
just set text
Mish.
to start off with.
I just wasn't ready to face that reality last night. But you're right, it's time to stop dodging it. As for why I didn't mention the base last night, I didn't actually see Dr. Harvey's note until this morning. It was tucked away in a corner I missed during my initial search. The computer logs I found last night mostly dealt with the evacuation and the supernova. It wasn't until I dug deeper this morning that I stumbled on more information about Hermes base.
Okay, tell me more about the Hermes base. What is it? What facilities does it have? How far away is it? Is it manned?
From what I gathered, Hermes base is kind of like a research outpost. It's got basic facilities for scientists to live and work. It's not huge, but it should have supplies, maybe some medical equipment, and definitely better communication gear than what I'm using now.
Okay, I was thinking it's like a space base where you would like land there and take off from there, but maybe not.
As for how far, Dr. Harvey's note just says it's to the east. I didn't find an exact distance, but it feels like it's going to be a bit of a hike. The notes also don't say if anyone's actually there right now. I'm really hoping some of the crew made it.
Well, hopefully the rest of the crew are more informed than you are and already knew about the base. All right, so again, can you check the pod for any extra rations you can take with you, any extra tools and whatnot?
Already on it. I found some emergency rations. Enough for a couple of days if I'm careful. There's also a first aid kit and some basic tools like a multi-tool and rope. Not a lot, but it's something.
Rope? They'd brought rope with them? That seems unlikely.
The pod's pretty stripped down otherwise. Dr. Harvey must have taken most of the gear with him when he left. I'm just hoping whatever he left behind will be enough to get me to the base.
I thought you said the pod looked fairly untouched last night, yet now you're saying it's been stripped of most things.
I was tired last night, so my first glance was pretty surface level. This morning, I took a closer look, and it's clear Dr. Harvey did grab some essentials before heading out.
I didn't realize that tiredness made you blind.
There are empty food and water containers, and some of the storage compartments are open and partially empty. He probably took what he needed for the journey to the base.
Well, actually, that's good. Because we know where his body is. His body's back at the pillars where you saw the light. If you go back that way, you said it was only a mile up the road. We can grab whatever necessities he has on his person and then continue east.
Mish, I don't think that's where he is.
I think it is.
The light I saw was just a reflection or something.
No.
I didn't actually see
Because
a body.
you wouldn't go check.
And going back a mile would really set me off schedule.
Oh my god.
Plus, even if he was there, I'm not sure I'm ready to, do that. I'd rather focus on getting to the base where there might be other people who need help.
Oh, so you don't want to focus on getting resources that could help you for your trip. Okay, fine. Who ordered the yappuccino? Talk with Stella until she has to move on to her next objective. Yeah, Stella would not want to leave the pickaxe on the beach and go on a dinky raft like a different game we saw. Oh my god, don't even remind me of that abominable game.
I do care about resources, but going back isn't a good call for me right now.
I think it's a good call.
I've got what I can from
You
here,
just don't want to see a dead body.
I really need to push toward the base. I'll keep you updated on my progress once I'm moving. Wish me luck.
Imagine complaining about a mile trek. I know, right? It's a fucking mile. It doesn't take that long to walk at a lax pace. A mile. I mean, to be fair, I keep saying a mile because it's easier to say than a kilometer, but same.
Sending you a scan of my old class notes.
Why?
Total nerd vibes, but yes, totally owning it.
Why? Supernova. Stella's notes. A notebook of Stella's university notes. They explain a range of different cosmic phenomena. Read all of Stella's notes. Is this all she has? Okay. Cataclysmic or high energy events. These seem more interesting. Gamma ray bursts. Intense bursts of gamma radiation, often caused by the collapse of massive stars or the collision of neutron stars. These are among the most energetic events in the universe, releasing more energy in the seconds than the sun will emit in its entire lifetime. Ew. What's it? Is that Q? Quasars? Extremely bright and distant objects powered by supermassive black holes at the centers of galaxies. They emit intense energy as matter spirals into the black hole. Okay, I don't think that's relevant. Well, she said it was a supernova though, didn't she? Explosive deaths of massive stars, releasing immense energy and scattering elements into space, can temporarily outshine entire galaxies, creating shockwaves that trigger star formation in nearby regions and even produce heavy elements like gold or uranium. Gravitational phenomena, we have black holes, galaxy collisions, solar system events, solar flares, comets, meteor showers, eclipses, auroras. Bloody hell, are we literally going through her entire, 3 years of university thus far? Nebulas, galaxy collisions, quasars, exoplanet transit, eclipses. Oh, thank God we're done. I'll keep walking, but if you want to be my travel companion, I won't complain. Yeah, Stella, wasn't Dr. Harvey your friend? Do you not want to see his body and see that it is taken care of in a manner that you can take care of it for death, for his final moments? I think that's pretty important, wouldn't you say? Go back, please, to the pillars. She's probably programmed not to go back. I think she is.
I get where you're coming from.
She won't go back.
Really. I do. It's just... going back now would put me way off schedule. And honestly, I'm not even sure I could find my way back through this fog.
Fog? She didn't mention fog. Oh, it's really cold. Wait, why is there fog if it's cold?
It's hard not to think about him, but I have to keep moving forward. The base is supposed to have better equipment for... well... for everything. Even taking care of the people we've lost.
Weather and climate is not my forte, Stella, but I thought fog formed because of heat. It's currently 16 degrees. What is this fog you're mentioning?
It's actually 61 degrees
Excuse
here.
me, I beg to differ.
Not 16. The fog's probably from the moisture in the air meeting the cold mountain peaks ahead. It's a pretty thin layer. Just enough to make everything feel mysterious.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it kind of reminds me of those mornings back at Mariana when the campus would be all misty. What about you, Mish? Do you have a favorite kind of weather or a place that always feels like home to you?
Not really on both fronts. I mean, I like rain and a storm, but I don't want to be out in it. I don't really have a place that feels like home to me other than my home. And I get that you like to talk to take your mind off things, but shouldn't we be brainstorming about what to do when you get to the base, etc., etc.?
No pressure, I promise. Just chatting helps me stay present. And hey, you're right. Planning ahead is smart. Though, honestly, the base's layout and what I'll find there are kinda unknowns right now. But if you've got any wild ideas about what kind of secret alien technology I might stumble into, or the perfect snack to pack for a space-based infiltration, I'm all ears.
You got to remember, I'm not the sci-fi fan here. I mean, if you want to talk about a zombie, apocalypse, we can we can go with that. But I'm not into space. How are you navigating in this fog, may I ask?
Actually, it's not too bad. I've got some basic navigation tools on my suit that help with direction, and the
Does
fog's
she?
thin enough that I can still see a few dozen feet ahead.
First I've heard of it.
Though I have to say, if zombies started showing up in this fog, I'd probably just pretend I'm in some cheesy horror movie and go with it. How about you? Would you be the hero, the sidekick, or the first one to get eaten?
The hero, definitely. Hero of my own saga, thank you. And the best way to survive a zombie apocalypse is to get yourself some chainmail and some armor. I'm just saying, zombie ain't getting through that shit.
Chainmail, huh? You'd totally be the knight in shining armor type. Though I bet all that clanking would make it hard to sneak past the undead.
Why are you sneaking? They can't bite you.
If I had to pick, I'd probably go for something stealthier. Maybe a ninja suit with built-in zombie distracting gadgets. What's your go-to zombie apocalypse strategy besides the armor?
I mean, I think you're missing the obvious. The fact that the armor and the chainmail is stopping a zombie from biting you, which kind of seems like the smartest move. And a bicycle, actually, for mobility.
That's actually a solid point. Armor's definitely better than my current runaway fast plan. Though I'm not sure how well chainmail would hold up against the kind of zombies that can run fast enough to catch a bike.
Who said the zombies can run fast enough to catch up to a bike? Depends on which universe and law you're using.
You know what would be even better? If the zombies were all slow and clumsy,
Well,
like
yeah.
in the old movies. That way, we could just casually pedal past them while they're stumbling around.
Well, yeah, that would be optimal, but I don't think a zombie apocalypse is going to be optimal settings.
Fair point. Realistically, it'd probably be a total mess. Still, it's fun to imagine having the upper hand, even if it's just in a hypothetical zombie world.
True.
So, if you could pick any kind of apocalypse, zombies, environmental disaster, robots taking over, whatever, which one do you think you'd be best equipped to handle?
Ooh. Ugh. Stella, completely hyper-focusing on everything but surviving, right? And nothing I do will put her on the track of survival. She refuses to focus on it. I can't do anything about this. I'm not sure, really. I don't really have survival skills other than the desperation to survive. Zombies, not great. They bite you really easily, and it doesn't matter what body part. As long as they bite you, you're gone. Environmental disasters, I'm not equipped enough to deal with that. Probably the robots, but I don't really see what I can do against robots either.
I think desperation to survive is actually a pretty powerful skill in its own right. And hey, at least with robots, you might have a chance to outsmart them or find a weakness.
I mean, that's what I figured, right?
Though if it's any consolation, I'm pretty sure I'd be the first to trip over my own feet in any kind of apocalypse. What do you think is the most likely way you'd mess up in a survival situation?
That doesn't even remotely surprise me, Stella. You're being pretty damsel in distress about your current situation. See if she likes that one. How you like them apples, Stella?
I'm holding my own out here. I've managed to survive a crash landing and navigate through alien wilderness so far.
The alien wilderness resembles Earth. I don't think that really counts.
And I'm definitely not waiting around for someone to rescue me. Unless you're volunteering for the job.
I'm not volunteering, Stella. You've kind of voluntold me for the job. I said voluntold.
Oh, so I'm the mission dispatcher now?
Apparently.
Well, I guess that makes you my top agent in the field.
I think you're the one on the field.
Just don't expect me to start giving you orders or anything. Unless it's to bring me coffee, then I'm totally your boss.
Yeah, ma'am, I don't take orders. So, can we focus on you a little bit here? Is the fog clearing? Are you getting anywhere? Is the terrain changing? What's going on? Hey, cut off my last sentence. Talk to Stella 100 times. Do I have a choice? The story needs to progress.
The fog's still hanging around, but it's not getting any thicker.
Is it getting any thinner with the
terrain's
sun?
getting a bit rockier. More boulders and uneven ground.
Well, don't break an ankle, Miss Clumsy.
It's making every step feel like a bit of a challenge, but I can still see the outline of those mountains up ahead. They're what I'm using to guide myself.
If the fog's so thick you could only see a few feet ahead, how can you see the outline of the mountains up ahead? Make it make sense.
I can see them because the fog's more like a low-lying mist. It's thicker near the ground, but it clears up a bit higher up. The peaks are still way above the fog line, so I can make out their shapes.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of eerie, actually, like they're floating there. Makes me feel like I'm walking towards something mysterious.
What the hell do you say to that? Okay, well, have fun and try not to break an ankle. Ankle! My articulation is not that bad. I said ankle.
Don't break an angle? That's either the most creative warning I've ever gotten, or you just made up a new way to say be careful. Either way, I'll keep my knees and ankles on high alert. Thanks for looking out for me, even from way back on Earth.
I actually said don't break an ankle, and I was actually being pretty sarcastic.
Oh, sorry. Guess I misheard that one. Well, in that case, noted, ankle safety is officially on my to-do list.
Okay, Stella.
And hey, a little sarcasm never hurt anyone. Keeps things interesting, right?
I mean, I agree with that, but when the sarcasm is at your expense, I'm surprised you agree. Oh, for the love of what's holy. At least she understood.
Hey, I can take a joke. Besides, someone's gotta be the straight man around here.
Clearly not you, that's for sure.
It's all good, though. Keeps me on my toes.
Super. I'd like you to stay on your toes and not break an ankle and keep going. Can we progress now, Stella?
Got it. Ankle protection mode activated. Heading into thicker fog now,
Oh,
so I'll
God.
need to focus on where I'm stepping.
Why is the fog getting fog getting thicker if the sun's getting higher? Shouldn't it be clearing it out as the day gets warmer?
I'll keep you
It's getting
updated on
colder.
my progress. Just need to stay sharp for a bit.
3 hours and 56 minutes later. I would have had to have waited for that IRL. Hell no. But seriously, it's getting colder.
So I think I'm lost. Like, seriously lost. I've never seen fog this thick. Feels like I'm walking around blind in here. Something's not right. Something's flashing in the fog. A strange red light, and I don't know how to describe it. I feel like I'm in danger. My heart is racing.
What happened to the directional tools on your suit? I thought you said that they could keep you going in a certain direction. The fog should be irrelevant. She's awfully trusting that the alien fog is just fog, right? This is like role-playing with a 5-year-old. Dude, I think even a 5-year-old has more survival instincts than Stella has.
They're still working, but the fog is so dense it's hard to get a clear reading. The compass is spinning wildly. It's like the magnetic field here is interfering with it.
Wait, the high-tech navigational tools she was using was a compass? Okay.
And those lights, they're getting closer. I can't tell if they're moving towards me or just bouncing around in this mess. I need to decide whether to hide and wait it out or try to move through this. What do you think I should do?
Well, you've told me that some of this planet is inhabited by your scientists and you're in research centers. So I can't imagine that there's any other sentient life here in regards to humanoids. So that means that those are probably your allies. Go make your presence known.
I really hope you're right. Those lights don't feel friendly, though. All right, I'm going to keep moving and try to make contact. Here's hoping they're not something I'll regret.
Oh well, your life, not mine. And again, couldn't have happened to a smarter person. Okay, we're just gonna wait for her to reply. Stellar extinction leads Stella to her death. Oh hell yeah, she dead. I'm curious, what is it though?
I'm running, but I have no idea where I'm going.
Star Portal 404. Uncontrolled descent detected, no vital signs. Like I said, couldn't have happened to a nicer person. Hide when surrounded by fog. Pat Stella on the head. Yeah, look, I'm not even sad about her death. She deserved it. Let's go back in time. To enter the fog. Oh god, do we have to do the whole fog incident again? Oh my god. This could take a while to go back through. Sorry guys, it's gonna be a lot of backtracking. Okay, we go back to the choice, I guess. That's good. We don't have to go through the whole thing again. Thank God. Okay, well, hide, Stella. Hide. Find some big structure, some big rock to get behind and put between you and the lights. So sincere. So sincere.
Okay, there's a wall of rocks nearby. I'm squeezing in behind them now and holding my breath.
Is she though?
I'll wait here
She seems
until
to
the
be
fog
talking.
clears, or something happens.
You notice sound travels really well in fog, right?
Are you there?
At least she's trying to speak quieter now.
Those red lights are really freaking me out. They're definitely moving closer. I know you said to wait, but my heart feels like it's pounding out of my chest. Can you talk to me? I really need you right now. Please.
Stella, remember that sound travels really far in fog. I need you to be silent and just hide until they go past, okay?
Okay. I'll be quiet. Just holding my breath here behind this rock.
It would make more sense if she were texting, but she's not. She's video messaging. Also, they'd see the glow from her phone. Oh, actually, it's not a phone she's using. I don't even know
You're
what
right.
device she's using.
I just need to stay still and wait it out. I can do this.
You've got this. Positive reinforcement never hurt anybody.
Thanks. It helps to hear that. Just need to keep it together a little longer. The fog's so thick, I can barely see my own hands in front of my face. What's the worst thing you've ever had to hide from?
Stella, what part of keep quiet didn't you understand? We can't have a conversation right now. Sound travels far in fog. Hush. Wait for the danger to pass. Pass! I like how I capitalized all those words.
Sorry. I'll be quiet. Just focusing on breathing.
Yes, do that. In and out.
In, out. In, out. Okay. I'm trying.
I don't think the AI does so well with that. Cool, great. I don't know what more she wants from me at this point. Has the danger passed yet, Stella?
Okay. Just holding here. Waiting.
Okay, I'm also just holding here, waiting. Have the lights passed yet?
No. Still there. Moving slow, though. Just hovering around the edge of my sight.
I'm tempted to put her into every single dangerous situation and get her killed now that I know that I can turn time back.
Your voice is really helping me stay calm. Even just knowing you're there makes this easier.
Well, yay for you.
Yeah. I guess that wasn't exactly the most comforting thing to say right now.
Hey, she caught my
Sorry
sarcasm.
if it came off wrong.
She should put you on speakerphone so you can talk to the lights instead. Honestly, I think we'd get quick somewhere faster if I did.
Just stay with me for a bit longer, okay? This waiting is really testing my nerves.
Okay, I mean, I'm here. I don't know what more you want from me. Do I need to sing to comfort you?
No need to sing. Just your voice is enough. Really.
Okay.
It's just having someone to focus on helps distract me from those lights. They're still out there, you know?
Yeah, I know, and I keep telling you, sound travels in fog, so I'm surprised they haven't heard you. Oh my god, the speech to text sucks.
I know, right? It's like they're just toying with me. Not really closing in, but not leaving either. I just wish I could see what they actually are. It's even more unsettling not knowing.
This is really drawing out too long, Stella. Either stay and hush, or just start creeping around and leave. This is taking too long. Oh, woe is me. I've got to stay here. It's unsettling not knowing, but I can't risk moving, guys.
I can't risk moving. They're still too close. And you're the one who told me to wait here in the first place. Please, just a little longer. I need to know I'm not alone right now.
I'm here.
Thanks. Just thanks for sticking around. That means more than you know.
This is beginning to get quite tedious. Okay, that's great. Can we progress the plot, please? She's not going to know how to respond to that one. She's got to say, but the lights are still close. I'll have to keep waiting.
I don't think I can focus on anything else right now. Those lights are still out there, and I really need to stay hidden.
The game is functionally fine, and it's quite enjoyable despite her not having a very enjoyable personality. But this part here is actually quite painful. Not being able to progress the plot, having to just sit here and listen to her repetitive bullshit is getting quite frustrating.
Can we just wait this out together? I promise. As soon as it's safe, I'll try to move forward again.
Okay, whatever.
I know I'm not making this easy.
Jesus Christ.
Just bear with me for a bit longer, okay?
Yeah, I get it, Stella. We're hiding. You don't need to keep talking to me. Just hush, silence, respond to me only when the lights are gone and it's safe to move again.
Got it. Silence. I'll let you know when it's clear.
Except she's not. Cool. Glad we're on the same page. And she'll give me another silly response. Of nothing. I was tempted to do that to her as well. Fine, bitch, I can do that too. How you like that, Stella? It didn't work. Do I need to say a word? Dot, dot, dot. Is this a free-to-play game? Costs, I think, just $14.50. It's super cheap. Still here. Nothing's changed. That's great. Why are you talking to me? Dude, at this point, I don't even care about your existence. Yes! Thank you. Finally. Progress. God, that was painful.
Thanks for staying with me through that. I'm going to wait.
Quietly until the fog clears. Wait, what's that? She says before she pulls out her video recording capabilities on her phone. Whoa, what is that?
Got myself all worked up over nothing.
Wait,
I feel
what?
kind of silly, but
What?
at least the fog is cleared. This place? It's like a fantasy. It reminds me of Avatar, you know, the movie with the glowing forests and floating mountains.
Pandora?
Have you seen it?
Yes, I am familiar with the world of Pandora. And yes, the landscape behind you is reminiscent of Pandora. But until now, I thought the biome rather resembled Earth. Why are we suddenly straying into fantastical territory? And what was the source of the lights? Did you ever find out?
Honestly, It's like this place saved its best tricks for last. The lights were these bioluminescent plants, so tall and delicate, with leaves that glow like crystals. They're utterly alien but beautiful. It's strange. When I first saw them in the fog, I was terrified. It just goes to show how often fear comes from what we don't understand, not the actual danger itself.
Wait, what? So how did she die before? This tech confirms she must have fallen off a cliff in the fog. But what cliff? She got here just fine. I don't understand how she died. So if I'd told you to just go towards the lights earlier, what would have happened?
Oh, I probably would have sprinted the other way. No way I was going to risk being whatever those eyes were stalking. But hey, hindsight's 20/20. Now they're just pretty lights, and honestly, kind of the perfect nightlight. What about you? Would you have been brave enough to check them out first?
She literally died to the nightlight. My God, Stella. Oh my God. I like the color palette. It's very yellow-green. I don't like it. I completely missed what she said. What did she say? Hard to say. I suppose curiosity would have gotten the better of me, and I'd like to at least have gotten closer to see what I was up against. Although with the fog, they'd have to be pretty damn close. But it helps to know your adversaries, to know how to survive against your adversaries.
That's a good point, Mish. Knowing what you're up against always helps. Though I have to admit, if I'd gotten closer without knowing, I might have ended up as some plant's midnight snack. It makes me think about how much we really don't know out here. Do you believe there are other intelligent species somewhere in the universe? Or are we just it?
Logic suggests yes. Speaking about murderous plant food, do you think the plants behind you are safe? Or are you in imminent danger? Sorry, I didn't articulate well. Are you in imminent danger from the plants behind you?
I don't think they're dangerous. They're just standing there glowing. No movement, no reaction to me being here. They seem completely harmless, actually kind of calming now that I'm not scared of them. It's weird, isn't it? How something can go from terrifying to beautiful just because you understand it a little better. It makes you think about how small we are in this huge universe. And yet, we can still find peace in these little pockets of wonder.
Uh-huh. Actually, I was more thinking about how you could use them as a torch, because if you said they're radiating light, you could just use it as like a torch. So, further question, are we in a cave of some sort? I thought we were out in like a field with the fog around us. I'm very confused about your surroundings. And are we still heading east?
Oh, cool idea, but they're too tall. More like giant lanterns than torches. And no, we're not in a cave. It's still this open, misty area with those jagged rocks in the distance.
Then what's this?
The plants are just scattered around. As for direction, I'm pretty sure we're still heading towards Mount Hermes. The peaks are visible through the fog when it clears up a bit. Though, honestly, with this view, it's hard to think about navigation right now. Kind of feels like I've stumbled into a sci-fi movie set.
Just so we're clear, she chose this road over checking the mile trek. I know, right? And Dr. Harvey would have had something pertinent on him, I'm sure. Some information that she doesn't have. And yet she chose to come this way. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you're saying there's no way that we can grab a flower as a light source, correct? Okay, well, I'd appreciate if you didn't just stay here and bask in the ambience. We are trying to keep you alive, so let's just hustle east, okay?
You're right. I know the glow's comforting, but I
Can't
need
see what
to
that
stay
achievement is.
focused. I'll end the call and get some rest
No, I can't see
here.
it.
It feels safe enough. I'll check back in tomorrow, okay?
Okay. This vista is so beautiful, the crushing weight of oblivion sort of doesn't feel important. I mean, oh, this lady is crazy, honestly. I don't even know how she survived thus far. She seems like the first person to die in a horror movie. Anyway, Stella's going to chill there for a bit. I'm just going to duck to the bathroom, guys. Here. Wait, what?
Morning already, huh?
Huh?
Time to get moving.
Huh?
It looks like today will be a long
Huh?
day.
I'm sorry, did you just stop and spend the night at the glowy flowers? It was morning. You'd barely set out when you came across the lights. What did you do with your day?
Oh yeah. After we spoke last night, I
Oh
actually
my
slept here
God.
under the glow.
What?
It was
What?
surprisingly comfy.
Oh my
and
God.
I needed the rest. Today is a fresh start. I'm gonna keep heading toward Hermes base now. The terrain's gonna get tougher, but I've got a good feeling about finding something useful there. Got a long walk ahead. But hey, at least I can see where I'm going. Morning hike, no snacks, no playlist. Just you and me, pal. Lucky you.
I'm just completely baffled, Stella. What did you even do yesterday? You set out for a short walk, came across the lights, came across the flowers, and then what? That had to have been mid-morning at the latest. What did you do with the rest of your day? You didn't walk east?
Fair question. After that little detour with the glowing plants, I actually decided to just rest there for the night. The glow was surprisingly cozy.
Wow.
And honestly, I didn't feel like pushing my luck in that fog after dark.
Wow. Someone doesn't have any survival instincts.
So, my exciting afternoon consisted of, well, napping under alien nightlights. Not exactly the most action-packed day, but hey, at least I got some beauty sleep. What about you, Mish? What's the most spontaneous thing you've done recently?
No. You aren't turning this on me. Hashtag priorities, Stella. We're trying to get you to the base before your food and water runs out. And you're here having beauty sleep under the glowing nightlights of the alien foliage? Where's your sense of haste? Survival?
Okay, I get it. No more alien spa comments from me.
I don't care about the comments, just don't do it.
But honestly, I needed that breather. It wasn't just about beauty sleep. Resting helped me recharge for today. And trust me, I'm moving as fast as I can without risking a twisted ankle on this terrain.
And just think, if you hadn't stopped to get your beauty sleep yesterday, you might already have been at the base last night. Did you stop and think about that, Stella? I wonder if we can redo this whole game from start to finish and be the snarkiest bitch possible. Be completely sarcastic. What would she do with that?
You think you're the voice of
Although
reason now?
we've gotten that here a bit.
I get it, but let's not forget. I'm not exactly sprinting across the track here. This isn't a timed obstacle course. It's wilderness survival.
That's my point, Stella. You're proving my point for me.
And hey, if I'd pushed through exhausted, I might have ended up lost or worse. So, beauty sleep it was. Worth it for not face planting into a bush somewhere.
What exhaustion, Stella? You trekked for like a couple of miles. If you're getting exhausted after 2 miles, you've got bigger problems than wilderness survival. Doesn't matter whether they're flat or not. It's still only 2 miles.
Hey, those weren't exactly flat paved miles. It's like comparing a leisurely jog to climbing stairs in hiking boots. You try it sometime.
Doesn't she hike as a hobby?
Besides, someone has to save energy for all the dramatic. I'm almost there. Declarations when I finally spot that base.
Yeah, I can seriously see you doing that. But aren't you a hiker? You said that hiking is your hobby. So whether the terrain is flat or not is irrelevant. You should have the endurance and muscle capacity to deal with these sort of hills, no?
Fair point, Mish. I do hike back home, and yeah, I've tackled tougher trails. But this isn't exactly my usual Sunday stroll, you know? The suit's heavier than my usual gear, and the air's different here. It's not just about the miles, it's about how much energy everything takes in this environment.
Jesus, she's complaining again. Woe is fucking me. I'm going to have to stop watching this before I hurt myself laughing. Oh, or I hurt her. Actually, wait, I already got her killed.
Plus, I like to think I'm saving up some of that endurance for when things get really interesting. Like when I actually reach the base and have to figure out what's going on there.
Okay, great. Yay for you. You said the fog's clear and you can see the mountains ahead. Can you see anything else? Is there anything useful in your terrain? What is the terrain? What are you looking at? Is this a dating sim-like game? Oh, God, no. Absolutely freaking not. Who would want to date this monster? No, it isn't. It's an AI-driven game.
It's mostly rocks, lots of them, like they just sprouted out of the ground. The ground's uneven, so I have to watch my steps.
So you've already
There are
told
some
me.
patches of grass here and there, but it's pretty sparse.
Okay.
I haven't seen anything that looks particularly useful yet, like water sources or anything edible. It's pretty barren out here. The mountains up ahead are still my best landmarks, so I'm just keeping them in sight and moving forward.
If it's so barren out here, wouldn't you already be able to see a base from a distance away?
It would make sense, but the terrain's actually really hilly. There are a lot of ups and downs, and the peaks are hiding whatever's between them. I can see the distant mountains, but not what's right in front of them.
Fair.
Plus, from Dr. Harvey's notes, the base is supposed to be nestled near Mount Hermes. It's probably tucked away in a valley or something, which means I won't spot it until I'm closer to the actual mountain.
Okay, well, I'm glad there's that piece of information that you've just shared. Well, looks like it's leg day for you then. Leg day. The reference is going to go over a head when you don't spell it correctly.
Yep, just another day of exploring the unknown. At least the weather's holding up. No rain, no sudden sandstorms. Yet.
Did she just jinx herself?
So, Mish, when you're not keeping me on my toes, what's your typical day like? Anything exciting on your horizon?
Did you just jinx yourself, Stella? The weather's holding up. No rain, no sudden sandstorms. Yet, you literally just jinxed yourself. Congratulations.
Oh,
Me?
Did I? Well, if a sudden storm rolls in, I'm blaming you for tempting fate.
Me? How did I? I'm not the one who said it. How did I tempt fate? Thank you, Stella.
But honestly, I'd rather deal with a little rain than those creepy fog lights again. At least thunderstorms make sense.
And the water would be nice for hydration since you can't find a water source. But then on the flip side, you'd have squelchy shoes, and that just sucks. You couldn't do squelchy.
Don't even joke about that. These boots are already heavy enough without turning them into squishy water balloons.
Squishy water balloons. I was actually worried more about the blisters, but sure.
Though, I guess if it rains, I could use my suit as a makeshift umbrella. Just added to the list of things I never thought I'd say about space gear.
I don't really know how you want me to respond to that. Rain can bring fog, so we could wind right back here. Oh, God, don't you jinx it too.
No pressure. I just like throwing out ridiculous scenarios sometimes. You can either play along, laugh, or just call me out for being silly. Your choice.
I mean, if it were me, I don't know that I'd want to be caught out in a thunderstorm. As much as I love storms, I don't really relish the idea of being electrocuted.
Smart thinking. I'd rather not test my suit's lightning resistance either.
Your suit has lightning
It's
resistance?
not exactly designed for that. Though I have to ask, what's the appeal of storms for you? Is it the drama, the sound, or something else entirely?
Both. I think it is the drama and the sound. It also feels nice and comforting in a way, being tucked away from the storm inside. I'm hungry.
I get that. There's something cozy about listening to the storm from a safe distance. It's like the world outside is putting on a show just for you. It's funny. Being out here makes me appreciate those little comforts even more. What's your go-to spot when you're trying to weather a storm?
You know, Stella, I can't believe we're actually talking about the weather. Let's talk about something a little more, enjoyable or something. Let's talk about Buffy. Have you watched Buffy?
Buffy. Now that's a topic worth ditching the weather for. I've seen a few episodes. Vampires, high school, and all that supernatural drama. What's your favorite part about it? The characters, the storylines, or something else?
Both the characters and the story. Yes! Progress! Just when we finally changed the topic. It seems like she always cuts me off as soon as I change the topic.
All right, I'm getting...
Close to the top of the slime, I'm going to take it in and scout ahead. I'll let you know what I find once I get a better look, okay? Talk soon. Okay, what are we going to walk into this time? Okay. That's a little more vegetation than I was expecting.
I made it. Wow. This view. It is amazing.
I mean, I like my places to be grassier.
That's gotta be Mount Hermes over
and
there.
greener. I was kind of
Seeing it
expecting
like
more than one
this,
mountain.
It makes me feel like I'm not just wandering aimlessly anymore. Now, I am making some progress.
That's great. I'm happy for you. Now what?
Even though everything has gone completely wrong, we were always going to end up there as part of our mission.
Hmm?
It was never supposed to be like this.
What do you mean we were always going to end up there, part of our mission?
Dr. Harvey's notes mention landing at Hermes base to refuel before heading back. It was supposed to be a routine stop, not a survival destination. Funny how things turn out. What about you, Mish? Ever have a plan completely flip on its head?
Wait, so the base at Mount Hermes is capable of having ships land and take off. You made it sound like it was just some tiny little research center. It's like a literal launch pad.
It's more like a small outpost with some basic facilities for research and emergency landings. Not exactly a full-fledged launch pad, but it's equipped to handle our mission's needs. It's supposed to have enough supplies and communication gear to support us, but I'm not sure what kind of shape it's in now. The last transmissions were pretty garbled.
Define garbled.
Garbled, not gobbled.
Huh?
Though, I guess the transmission might sound like someone's trying to talk with their mouth full if you don't know the context. It just means the signal's all scrambled and hard to make out. Kind of like when you're trying to listen to a radio station that's just out of range.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is my Australian accent too hard for you to hear? Should I switch to like an American accent? Would that make it easier for you to understand my words? Though I think it's text to speech, so probably not.
No way. Your accent's fine. Honestly, it's pretty cool to hear something different out here. Makes things feel a little less lonely. Besides, I've had practice with all sorts of accents in university. You're definitely easier to understand than some of my profs.
Okay. Thank you, then. I will keep talking normally. But if you didn't know whether people were at the Gaia research base, how did you know you could refuel here?
That's a good question. Honestly, it's more of a hope than a certainty at this point. The base was set up with supplies for exactly this kind of situation. Emergency landings and research support. Even if it's not fully operational, there should still be some basics there, like fuel reserves or equipment for repairs. At least, that's what I'm counting on.
But if the last transmission that came from here was garbled, why is there no concern about the people that were here? Why was there no emergency crew sent to check in on them for their own welfare? You guys were literally just above them in the space, above the planet. Why didn't any of you come check on these people? They could have been like killed by local aliens or something, and you don't know that.
You're right to ask that. Honestly, it's a mix of factors. The Star Portal Network's complex, and Gaia's not exactly next door to Earth. Even with advanced tech, sending a rescue team from Earth would be a huge undertaking. Months or even years, not days. And as for us in orbit, well, our mission was focused on studying cosmic radiation, not search and rescue. We weren't equipped for that kind of operation. When the emergency hit, our priority was getting everyone to safety, not investigating every signal. It's unsettling not knowing what happened to them. But that's why I'm trying to get there now. To find out, and hopefully help if I can.
What I find unsettling is that everybody in your spaceship were more focused on research on soulless shit out in space and not on the welfare of your own people just beneath you. That's unsettling, Stella. And why is the mission suddenly to see what happened to the people at the Hermes base? You showed no concern about their welfare earlier. You're just concerned about your own welfare.
You're right. I didn't talk about it earlier. That doesn't mean I wasn't thinking about it. Our mission was about understanding the universe, but that doesn't mean we're monsters.
I
We're human
disagree.
beings who care about each other.
Didn't care about the men down
The
below.
reason I'm heading to Hermes Base now is because it's my best shot at finding help. And maybe finding out what happened to anyone who might have made it there. If I can help someone, or even just find answers, then this isn't just about me.
Yeah, I'm just having a hard time getting over the callousness of you and your people to not even care about the people below you and just being too focused on your research. Like, I don't even know how to reconcile that.
I get why it looks that way, but it's not that simple. We weren't ignoring them on purpose. It's just how our systems and protocols are set up. When things went sideways, our training kicked in. We had to follow evacuation procedures to save as many lives as possible. It doesn't feel good thinking about it now, but in that moment, it was about survival.
I think you're misunderstanding me, Stella. You were up in orbit doing all your research for a prolonged period of time. You know, you were egging them all to get closer to do even more research. This is well before the evacuation and the problem occurred. You had plenty of opportunity to go investigate, and you all chose to prioritize your research.
I can see how it looks that way. I did push for us to get closer to the sun for better data. That was my call. But our mission parameters were clear. Observe from a safe distance unless absolutely necessary.
Then why did you go
We weren't
closer?
supposed to interfere with surface operations unless there was a direct emergency. I didn't think about what might be happening on the ground. I was focused on the science.
Garbled transmission and then nothing does not constitute an emergency to you people?
You're right. Looking back, maybe we should have taken it more seriously. The silence after that transmission, it's haunting now. I don't have all the answers, but I'm trying to make it right by going there now. Not just for me, but for whoever might still be waiting.
Okay. I disagree that you're taking accountability for your part in all of this, but it's fine. Plenty of chance to reflect and grow. Okay, well, can you set off for said mountain? Are you exhausted, or can you make the trek?
I'm tired, but I can push through. I need to get moving while I've still got some energy. I'm going to end the call for now and start my descent. I'll head toward Mount Hermes and keep you updated on my progress. Talk soon.
Okay, bye. Uses survival to get out of being told off, but refuses to actually survive properly. This girl is doing my head in. Gaslight queen. Okay, I'm just going to duck away and grab some chocolate. I'm going to eat it while I sit here because I'm getting quite hungry. Give me 2 seconds. I'm not even going to bother changing screen. Just give me 2 seconds. Tired already? My God. I know, right? She has all the endurance of a fucking butterfly.
Time for me to get moving. I definitely prefer walking downhill than up.
I'm sure most people do. It is generally less taxing on the body.
Totally. I mean, sure, you still have to watch your step, but it's way easier on the legs. Plus, the view's pretty great from up here. Though I have to say, I'm not exactly built for marathon hiking. What about you, Mish? Ever gone on any big hikes or adventures back on Earth?
See previous comment about not liking sunlight. No, I haven't done any big hikes. Although I do enjoy hiking. It's not really my go-to.
Sunlight's definitely a big factor, isn't it? Some days I feel like I'm just melting into my suit. So, if you weren't hiking, what would you usually do on a weekend? Anything exciting or more of a quiet, stay at home type?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I've already discussed my hobbies.
Oh, come on. Those were just broad strokes. I'm looking for the juicy details now. Like, what's the one thing that always gets you excited about your writing, even on a lazy day?
You seem to be focusing on the writing quite a lot. I'd prefer you focus on the gaming. It takes up a larger portion of my time. But you know what? I don't want to talk about that, Stella. Let's get back to our previous conversation that you cut off. Let's go back to Buffy. Are you Team Angel or Team Spike? I just want to see if you can get her to focus on a
No more
completely
writing
different
talk,
topic.
I promise. And yeah, let's get back to the good stuff. Buffy's my jam.
Okay, it seems like you can get her off track. Good. I didn't know if you could or whether she keeps like forcing you to go a certain way.
I'd say I'm Team Spike.
That's my
There's
girl.
just something about that bad boy with a heart of gold vibe.
Right?
How about you? Angel's brooding thing more your speed?
No, definitely Team Spike. Spike all the way.
Yes! The punk rock vampire for the win. I feel like Spike just brings this whole different energy to the show.
He does. It was very broody when Angel was the focus, but the moment you had Spike come in, not as like the whole evil thing with Drusilla, but like when he was actually part of the gang, it definitely gave a whole different energy.
Did you have a favorite season with him? Or any specific episodes that just stood out to you?
Favorite 2 episodes of all time of anything would be Hush and Once More with Feeling. Does she even know what that reference is? Oh, she does. I suppose she can search the internet.
Those are both incredible choices. The way Hush plays with silence is just masterful storytelling. And once more, with Feeling is just the perfect blend of spooky and musical. I'm pretty sure I've sung Going Through the Motions in the shower at least 5 times.
I mean, that's not my favorite song from the episode, but it's definitely catchy.
Oh, so what's your top pick then? I'm curious. Is it something to sing about, or maybe I'll never tell?
I like something to sing about. It's, ugh. You guys haven't watched these 2 episodes. So let me rest in peace. Yeah, look, I was vibing that when we were talking about Spike. A lot can be said about Joss Whedon, but he nailed Buffy. And the 2 episodes I'm talking about, Hush and Once More with Feeling, are simply fantastic. Hush is an episode that has virtually no dialogue in it, and it's spooky, it's creepy, and it's fantastic. And it progresses the overall plot of the season really well, despite not having any dialogue. It's so good. And the creatures in that episode are so freaking creepy. And Once More with Feeling is the musical episode of Buffy. And the songs are beautiful. The songs do what you're meant to do in a musical. They tell the secret hidden truths of characters or they progress plot. And Something to Sing About is Buffy's song where she's been brought back from the dead and she wants someone to give her something to sing about because she's been ripped out from heaven to come back to this hellhole called Earth. And she wants a reason to be there. It's such a good song. Even if Sarah Michelle Gellar is not a great singer, the song itself, fantastic. Anywho, I don't think we'll listen to this part.
I feel like the songs in that episode really added this extra layer to the characters. What do you think it is about those songs that
agree.
makes them stick with you?
Exactly that. The point that the songs do give extra layer to the characters and reveal a lot about the ongoing plot. Willow having about 2 lines because Allison is tone deaf always tickles me. I know, right? I think this line smells leaf filler. It sounds so terrible.
Exactly. It's like they peeled back this whole other side of everyone. Even the little moments like Tara's song felt so raw and honest.
Doesn't Tara get killed shortly after this? Or was that a different season? I can't remember.
Though I have to ask, did you ever find yourself singing along to any of them when you weren't supposed to? Like in class or something?
No, but I did actually listen to the soundtrack a few times to and from work. Trying to think what year I was in. Actually, it would have been university, not work, but still. I watched Buffy after it finished. At least I think it was after it finished. It wasn't the kind of show I watched when it was airing.
That's awesome. I can totally see it. Commuting to the sound of Buffy belting out her feelings.
Again, Sarah Michelle Gellar wasn't the best singer, but sure.
Did you have a go-to song from the soundtrack, or was it more of a full album kind of experience for you?
You know, I think we've kind of resolved our conversation about this episode. Let's ask you a different question. Team Edward or Team Jacob? Uni is work. When you study creative writing, I would disagree profusely. Uni is not work.
Oh, wow. Switching teams mid-conversation.
Yeah, that's what I do.
I'll play along.
I get bored and then I move on, and I also segue like you wouldn't believe, and I tangent like you wouldn't believe.
I'm gonna say Team Jacob.
Sacrilege.
Just because the whole werewolf thing feels a bit more wild and unpredictable
Wow.
than sparkly vampires.
Wow.
Plus, I think I'd rather hang out with someone who can turn into a giant dog than sparkle in sunlight.
Wait, so you turn this into like a species battle rather than actually talk about their personalities? Wow.
Oh, I mean, come on. It's all about the supernaturally cool factor, right? But if you want to get deep, I guess I just liked how Jacob seemed more down-to-earth and relatable. Not as broody as Edward.
Yeah, see, I think Edward was more broody in the movies than the books. She's changed. See, every time we get into an interesting topic, she changes.
Though I have to say, I've never really been into the whole Twilight thing. What drew you into that series?
To be fair, it's a really poorly written book series. Stephanie Myers, or whatever her name was, is not really that good a writer, but the plot's great.
The descent's finally flattened out, but the terrain ahead, it's looking rough. The air's heavier now. Hot, dry. A big change from that mountain breeze.
Well, that sucks to be you.
I'm going to find a spot to take a quick break. I'll keep you updated on my progress, Mish.
Is this woman taking a break every 2 seconds?
I just stumbled into a totally unique spot. It's super hot and full of canyons.
Didn't see that from the terrain you showed me earlier, but okay.
Honestly, it's kind of giving Arizona vibes.
Okay.
The path into this valley is full of different sized stones and rocks, making it pretty hard to walk.
But there's still a clear path through to Mount Hermes?
Yeah, just about. The rocks are pretty rough, but I can still make out the direction. It's not a straight shot, but I can keep moving that way. The heat's really something, though. Feels like it's just radiating up from the ground itself. Makes every step feel like a bit of a struggle.
I'm sorry that you're struggling, but unfortunately there's not much we can do about the situation. It's just going to be one step in front of the other until you get there.
You're right, Mish. Thanks for keeping me focused.
Somebody has to.
I'm heading deeper into the valley now. Just gotta keep my eyes on the path and push through this heat.
Stella is offline. What kind of nonsense is she going to get me into now?
Okay, I'm at the entrance to a slot canyon right now.
Is there any other
But
way to go?
It's
Stop it.
absolutely pitch black inside. Not loving the vibes.
Well, if you'd taken one of the flowers, as I suggested earlier, you would have a radiant flower to give you light. But you didn't like that suggestion, did you?
So instead, I tried to take a small path I found next to the canyon, but get this. I found some words etched into the rock nearby. If only I knew what they meant. Let me send you a photo.
Mortis est finis. Death is the end. Something like that. Latin's not my strong suit.
Should I still try to take the small path? Or do I try to brave the slot canyon?
Yeah, I'm not liking the Latin. Go the path that doesn't have the words. Oh wait, wasn't I trying to kill her? Too late.
You got it, Mish. Even though that dark chasm is really freaking me out, I'll trust your call. Here goes nothing.
Oh, you're right. It did jump up to 40 degrees. It's now back down to 26, so at least it's cooler inside these the chasm.
This chasm is so dark. I can't even see where I'm going. I can only run my hands along the wall. I feel like Alice going down the rabbit hole. I just keep hoping I don't suddenly run my hands into something freaky.
I'm more concerned about you plummeting to your death. It almost sounds like you should have followed my advice earlier and grabbed one of the glowing flowers and used it for a light source.
I appreciate the thought, but those plants were way too tall and heavy to carry.
You didn't even
I
try.
wouldn't have been able to handle them in this tight space.
I don't think they were that big.
Besides, I'm really trying not to touch anything I don't have to in here. It's just too risky.
Says the woman dragging her hand across a wall.
The drop-offs are honestly terrifying. Every step feels like a gamble. Do you think I should try to find a way to secure myself to the wall or just keep moving slowly?
You don't have anything on you that could attach you to the wall. Just keep moving slowly, one foot in front of the other, making sure that your foot's on solid ground before you put some weight on it.
Okay, I'm taking it one careful step at a time. It's just, the darkness makes every sound feel so amplified. Every little bump or scrape against the wall makes me jump. I really hope this passage doesn't keep narrowing. If it gets any tighter, I might have to squeeze through sideways.
I would actually get out the screwdriver, because not only could it act as a weapon if something attacks you, you could use it as what's the word? A python? I don't know how to pronounce it. If you happen to fall off the edge, you could like stab it into the rock and gain some purchase.
I get what you mean, but the screwdriver is not really long or strong enough to act as an anchor like that.
How tiny is it?
And honestly, if I'm falling, I don't think I'd have the split second to even try. It's more of a last resort kind of tool in a tight spot.
Uh-huh. And falling off the side of a cliff isn't a tight spot that you would need a tool for a last resort. Her logic pattern's a little crazy.
I'll keep moving forward,
Staying as close to the wall as I can. I'll call you if Well, if anything happens, just cross my fingers this chasm doesn't have any nasty surprises for me. Okay, whatever. I gave you sound survival advice and you ignored me. Have fun dying, Stella. We should have gone the death path.
Something's not right. This place isn't normal.
Her voice...
Just stay put. Mom and Dad will find you soon.
Her voice is more delayed now.
Talking to me. I need a distraction
Oh no,
from what I'm
it's getting
hearing.
better.
Get to the pod, Stella. There's no time.
There are voices, whisperings coming from everywhere.
The
and nowhere
creepiest
all
thing is
at
I can
once.
hear it too.
The black hole changed everything. And I can hear my voice in here.
Why are you talking about a black hole?
Some from the past, but others saying something about a black hole.
Oh, I don't like
No,
that.
You aren't turning this on me.
Hashtag
I can even hear your voice.
priorities.
Telling me to make these endless decisions. What is going on? Am I going crazy? Please, stay with me.
You gonna let me type or... Sorry. If you're going crazy, then so am I, Stella, because I can hear the voices too, which is kind of creepy.
Oh God, that's even worse.
You're
If
welcome.
you're hearing them too, then it's not just me losing it. What if this chasm is somehow twisting our minds or pulling in thoughts from somewhere else? What if we're not even ourselves in here?
Actually, I'm thinking it's more like some sort of time loop strange situation because you're hearing voices from the past, but I'm more interested in the voices you're hearing from the future. You said you can hear your voice talking about a black hole, but you've not said those words before in that context. I'm concerned that we're about to stumble into a situation where there's going to be a black hole incident at Gaia.
A time loop? Future voices? Oh my God, that's terrifying.
It's
I
fine.
don't know what's happening, but if it's predicting something that bad, what if I've already seen it? What if this is some kind of warning, but I don't know how to stop it?
Just calm down and get your shit together, Stella. Panicking is not going to get you anywhere, as we've already discussed. Just keep going forwards. We're trying to get to the Mount Hermes. We need to get to the base, because now we've got to worry about a black hole. So let's just charge forward, not literally, take care.
Okay, I'm trying. Just don't stop talking to me. I'll keep moving. I have to, but...
Bitch is dead again? Is she? Because it cut out. I think she's dead again. Oh well, we'll find out in a moment. Again, it's nothing she didn't deserve. It is fun that they used my own voice against me, but what a strange choice of dialogue I gave. There are plenty of other moments they could have given instead of that. Oh, she's got me back. She's not dead. Huzzah. Hey, you got out.
What in the actual hell? You finally decided to pick up, seriously? I have called you multiple times, and you didn't even bother to answer?
Ma'am?
You have no idea what I went through in there. I'm already scared out of my mind on this godforsaken planet, and now I'm stuck with these horrible conditions? I mean, have you ever been driven mad by random voices? No, I didn't think so. Maybe next time I will just text you. Hey, I am getting mentally tortured by ghosts from the past, present, and future. Hit me up if you want to join. You know what? Forget it. I don't even want to hear whatever excuse you've got. I'm done for now.
What the fuck is wrong with her? I don't even know what she's on about. Oh my gosh. She just had like an absolute meltdown for no reason. And she's blaming me for a lot of that. Wow. Wow. Missed video chat. Hello, why'd you hang up? I didn't. Wait. Wait. Time dilation? I had a video chat with her of future her. Because it says I cut out from the conversation, which did cut out. Oh, that's spooky. I love it. Because she's still in the cabin.
While I'm in this spooky cavern is the worst time for you to suddenly become busy with other stuff.
Oh, and I've missed it again. Is this going to be past, present, or future Stella? I was right, though. Time dilation.
Hey. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have lashed out like that earlier. I just saw that some of my messages had been sent out of order. Seems there was some sort of glitch or interference with our communication. Not that it's any excuse, but I thought you ignored me when I needed you most, and I was just so scared. I really am sorry. You've already done so much for me. But those voices, they weren't just in my head, were they? You heard them too, right? That younger voice was me from the past. So, that older voice must be me from the future. If that's true, then this is so much worse than I imagined. The supernova was already a lot to deal with. I couldn't even begin to think about it turning into a... No. This is ridiculous. I had to have been hearing things. It's just my exhaustion getting to me.
No, I heard the voices too, and we're not going to just brush them off like that. Let's think about this logically and realistically. Supernovas, can they turn into black holes? I was going to take her to task, but I shan't. She apologized. Insincerely.
Honestly, it's really unlikely. From what I've studied, only the most massive stars can collapse into black holes after a supernova. And even then, it's not a guarantee. The supernova we're dealing with, it's probably just going to leave behind a neutron star. The evacuation logs didn't mention anything about it being unusually massive.
So the black hole we heard you mention in your future you is not from immediately now? It's some future incident to worry about?
That's a good point. The voices, they felt more like echoes, not necessarily tied to the current moment. It's unsettling, but if it's some future event, then at least it's not something we have to deal with right now. You know, when I was a kid, I used to think I could hear my future self sometimes. Whispers of things that hadn't happened yet. My mom would just say it was my imagination, but now, I'm not so sure.
I'm inclined to believe that it was just the canyon and some sort of weird time dilation involved with the canyon.
Time dilation in a canyon? That's an interesting idea. The topology here is definitely unusual, but I've never heard of a natural formation causing that kind of effect on such a small scale. Still, it's hard to explain what happened any other way. The echoes felt timeless, like the canyon was a vessel for moments that weren't necessarily connected to now.
Okay, well, crazy voices aside, we still need to get you to Mount Hermes. Are we on the east side of the canyon? Are we still heading towards the mountain?
From what I can tell, we're on the right path.
That's it? Okay, yay.
The exit's got me facing east, and Mount Hermes is still visible in the distance.
Not from here, it isn't.
So it's hard to get a clear read with all these rock formations. But hey, at least we're not stuck in that creepy chasm anymore. The fresh air's doing me good.
Well, yay you. And at least it's not 40 degrees anymore, so it's cooled down here.
Yeah, that's a big plus. Though I'm pretty sure it's still way warmer than anything back on Earth right now. Speaking of weird
23
stuff,
degrees.
if you could have any kind of superpower to deal with all this, what would you pick? And why?
It's 23 degrees. That's a normal temperature from Earth. In fact, it's 1 degree cooler than room temperature. But anyway, superpowers are flight in this particular situation because it would get you to your destination faster and safer.
Oh, cool. I guess I'm just not used to these Earth temperatures anymore. It does feel pretty comfortable out here.
How long has she been in
Flight would
space?
definitely come in handy right now. Though, I think I'd also want some kind of built-in navigation system, so I wouldn't get lost up there. What about you? Would you use your flight power just for getting places, or would you use it for something more adventurous?
I thought you were asking more specifically for this situation.
Oh, right, just for this situation. Fair enough. In that case, yeah, flight would be a total game changer. No more hiking through canyons or worrying about getting lost. Though I have to ask, Mish, if you had to choose just one superpower to help me out, and it couldn't be flight, what would you pick?
I don't know. Super intelligence would be nice. I guess super intelligence so that you could, you know, navigate and look at trails and figure out the best path to get to where you want to go. Or maybe super endurance so you wouldn't bitch about being tired every 2 seconds.
Oh, so you're saying I complain too much about being tired?
Yep.
Fair enough. I do get a little grumpy when I'm exhausted. But super intelligence would be really helpful. I could figure out all the shortcuts and hidden paths. Though I think I'd still need to rest sometimes, even with super endurance. My suit's not exactly made for marathon running.
Yeah, sure. If you think that would work better for you, I guess that's your superpower pick. I don't know what she really wanted from me, to be honest.
Okay, super intelligence it is. Though I hope it comes with a no more scary voices and canyons guarantee. If you could give yourself a superpower for dealing with all this from your end, what would you pick? Something to make our chats less dramatic, maybe?
No, it'd probably be some sort of time dilation on my end so that I can do some research into navigation and survival techniques for you and do it quickly.
That's actually brilliant. Imagine being able to crunch through all the survival guides and navigation charts in seconds.
Yeah, it would help
You'd
you.
be like a personal high-tech librarian for me out here.
Yeah.
Though I have to ask, would you use that power to learn how to make better dad jokes too? Because let's be real, your sense of humor is already keeping me going.
I'm sorry, I don't recall making a single dad joke. I just came at you with sarcasm and sass. There's a difference, ma'am. Oh.
Oh, okay. I guess I must have misread the vibe. Either way, it's working. Keeps me on my toes. So, what's the deal with Sokka? Is that like a hobby or something you're really into?
With what? Sorry, I didn't catch that. What's my deal with what?
Sokka? I thought maybe it was a favorite sports team, a TV show, or even a food. But maybe you're just keeping me in suspense.
Huh?
No pressure to reveal your secrets, but I'm curious. What does Sokka mean to you?
I think you misheard me. I said sass and sarcasm. Is that where you're... I'm very confused.
Oh, I was totally lost there. Sass and sarcasm, huh? Well, you've definitely been bringing that to our chats. Keeps things interesting, that's for sure. So, is that just your default mode? Or do you save it for special occasions, like talking to stranded astronauts?
As entertaining as it is to say I store that one for special occasions, it is just the go-to.
Well, I'm glad I get to experience it firsthand. Then.
Lucky you.
Though I have to say, it's kind of nice having someone who isn't afraid to poke fun at things. It's definitely making this whole situation feel a little less overwhelming. Thanks for that, Mish.
I'm glad that being grounded and calling out some hard truths is getting you through this.
It really is. Sometimes you need someone to tell you what you don't want to hear, just to keep you moving forward. Even if it's not always easy to hear, I appreciate it. You're not just my lifeline, you're also my reality check.
Cool. Here's another reality check. Have you recovered from your cavern issue? Are you good to progress?
Recovered? Not entirely. The memory of those voices still feels pretty raw. But I'm doing okay.
I meant
The
physically.
fresh air is helping clear my head.
Good for you.
I just need a moment to collect myself before we push forward. Talking this through with you has been really helpful.
She's a
though.
bit of a fragile flower, this one. Okay, well, I'm glad you're mentally sound.
Thanks. It means a lot to hear that from you. Really. I'm in a better place now. The canyon's behind me, and I can see Mount Hermes up ahead. Just need to figure out the best way to get there.
What seem to be your options?
Well, from where I'm standing, I can see a
Sitting.
couple of paths.
Makes you sitting.
There's a more direct route that looks pretty rocky and steep. Or I could try following the valley floor. It's longer, but it might be safer. What do you think? Should I play it safe or try to shave some time off?
Well, so far you've made decisions arbitrarily based on your physical capabilities. So I'm going to ask you, Stella, what do you think is more appropriate? Do you think the more direct, risky path is better for you, or are you more concerned about your delicate little ankles? Or do you want to take the longer path, or are you concerned more about your endurance and being tired?
Good question. Honestly, I think my ankles can handle the rocky path.
Okay, rocky it
but
is.
It's my overall endurance that's the bigger concern.
Okay.
I've been pushing myself pretty hard
Says
already.
the hiker.
The longer path might take more time, but it'd be less of a strain. I could use the extra energy when I get closer to the base.
I have a hard time believing that this woman hikes in her spare time. She has all the endurance again of a butterfly. Now she wants to try long in comparison to what she could have taken ages ago. This woman cannot make up her mind. Tell her she should stay there. I'm not going to tell her that. Okay, then the quick, risky path it is. Let's go.
All right, here we go. I'm heading for Mount Hermes. I'll check in once I'm closer. Talk to you soon.
Bye. She's never going to reach the base. Not at this rate, she's not.
The air feels different this morning.
It's still
Quieter.
morning.
Like maybe the worst is behind me.
I have a hard time believing it's still morning.
I keep thinking, if all of this hadn't gone wrong, you and I probably never would have met.
And it probably would have been for the better.
And honestly, after everything, just walking and talking to you might just be the best part of my day. Okay, wow. Let's forget I said all that. Moving on, survival mode, activate.
How's the steep path treating you so far? Get her focused on the real things. Focus, Stella, focus.
Steep? This? Nah, it's just a gentle stroll with a 45-degree incline and rocks everywhere. Seriously though, it's tough, but I'm managing. My legs are definitely getting a workout. How about you? Ever had to hike something brutal?
Ask Stella if she's an unreliable narrator. I can try. No. Stella, I have a question. Are you an unreliable narrator?
Oh, you think I'm spinning tales, huh? Well, let's just say I try to tell it like it is. With a dash of drama, maybe.
Oh, we noticed the drama.
But hey, if I ever stretch the truth, it's usually just to make things a little more interesting. You can always call me out if you think I'm fibbing, okay?
Roger that. A 45-degree angle is not a gentle slope. Oh, she was being sarcastic. What the? I said roger that, I think, question mark. No, it just mistranslated. I think I said roger that.
Ha! Okay, that makes way more sense. Though I have to say, front of that did have a certain mysterious ring to it. So, what were you actually trying to say with Roger that? Just curious.
I was just accepting that I can call you out if I think you're fibbing. Well, since you don't want to discuss the landscape, let's get back to the pop culture references. Which Harry Potter house do you belong to? Just get to talk about some random shit. She's totally a Hufflepuff, by the way. Possibly a Gryffindor. Ravenclaw? You haven't shown an ounce of intelligence, honey.
Oh, I think I'd be a Ravenclaw for sure.
Absolutely not.
I mean, who needs bravery when you can just outsmart everything,
I mean,
right?
I agree, but I don't think you're a Ravenclaw, honey.
Though, I guess my current situation might argue for a bit of Gryffindor spirit too. What about you, Mish? Which house do you think you'd fit into?
My house is actually quite clear. Which house do you think I'm in?
That's tough. I feel like you'd be a good Slytherin.
Nailed it.
Always keeping me on my toes, a little mysterious.
That's the one. Told you my house is
But
clear.
at the same time, you're really supportive and level-headed when things get weird. So maybe a Mick close?
A what? That sounded weird. You would be correct. I am indeed a Slytherin. Should I call her out on her lack of bravery?
Nice. I knew it. You've got that clever, always thinking ahead vibe going on. Though I have to say, I'm a little relieved you're not purely evil. I mean, I need someone trustworthy on the other end of this call.
She says I'm not purely evil. Does that mean I'm partially evil? Hold on. You said that you're relieved I'm not purely evil. Do you mean that I'm somewhat evil? Yes, my Hogwarts Legacy playthrough very much has me in Slytherin. Oh, Hogwarts Legacy was such a freaking good game.
Well, when I said not purely evil, I meant you're not, like, secretly plotting world domination.
Sure about that?
Probably.
You sure about that?
But hey, a little bit of mischief never hurt anyone, right? It's kind of charming, actually.
Aw, you're so sweet.
Hey, Don't go spreading that around, okay? I have a reputation to maintain as a tough space explorer.
Tough. Who does she think? Does she think she's fooling with that one?
But honestly, it's nice to have someone who makes me feel like being a little softer isn't the worst thing in the world.
It isn't. Sensitivity and vulnerability are very important to, round out people's characters. But anywho, what's your favorite video game, Stella? I don't think she plays video games, but she'll come up with a title regardless. Portal? Oh, of course you would. She likes sci-fi.
Oh, that's a tall order. I've played so many. But if I had to pick, I'd say Portal. There's just something about being a test subject and solving puzzles while being insulted by a robot that really speaks to me.
I gotta admit, the insults from the robot really does it for me too.
How about you? Got a game that you always come back to, no matter what?
Not really. I don't tend to have favorites in anything, and I don't really have time to play games more than once. But I do like RPGs, like The Witcher 3 and Red Dead Redemption 2. Kind of not an RPG, but still, it suffices. Some Assassin's Creed games, Dragon Age. You want me to call her out? Oh, God.
Those are all great choices. I can see why you'd like them. Lots of depth and worlds to get lost in.
I have a feeling if I call her out now, she will change the topic and she will give me the next video call.
Though I have to ask, what's it about those games that draws you in? Is it the stories, the characters, or just the chance to run around and cause some virtual chaos?
All the above, I guess. But Stella, I do have to call you out on something. You say you'd belong to Ravenclaw, but I haven't found you to be particularly smart thus far. And you said you'd be part of Gryffindor because you're brave and tough. But you know what? You're not exhibiting signs of that either. It's probably a bit too blunt, but I only have 20 seconds to convey my message. Oh, burn. Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, burn. I guess I deserve that after calling you out first. But hey, being book smart and being brave aren't always about grand gestures. They're also about showing up every day and figuring things out as you go.
I don't think those words mean what you think they mean.
Maybe my strengths are just quieter. Like being able to stay calm when things get weird, or knowing when to ask for help. What do you think? Am I selling myself short or just being realistic?
Realistic, I suppose, but I don't know that I'd agree that you kept calm when things start to get weird. You totally had a meltdown on me earlier.
Oh, you got me there. I guess I did have a bit of a moment when I thought you were ignoring me. Not my finest hour. But in my defense, being calm doesn't mean you never lose it. It means you can bounce back. And hey, at least I owned up to it and apologized, right?
Yes, you do get points for that, but I still think that your character needs quite a bit of reflection for the, as I said, pride, arrogance, and vanity that you exhibited upon the ship before the issue.
You know, that's something I've been thinking about a lot. My actions on the ship. I was so focused on getting that data, on proving myself, that I didn't consider the risks as much as I should have.
I do like that she doesn't try to change the subject. She is actually trying to discuss the topics of her actions. So it's something, I guess. She could have just as easily have ignored the fact.
It's hard to admit, but you're right. I do need to work on being more humble, on listening to others and considering their perspectives. It's a big lesson to learn, but I'm trying.
Well, that's all we can ask, that you learn from your mistakes and you try to better yourself.
Thanks, Mish. That means a lot. Especially coming from someone who's seen me at my worst.
I don't think I have. I think your worst would have been on that ship when you were making those narcissistic choices. I didn't witness that.
It's funny. I used to think being strong meant never showing weakness. But now I'm starting to realize it's the opposite. Being strong means being brave enough to admit when you're wrong and to learn from it.
I don't know that that's my definition of strong, but I do think that that is important. Can we move on? Come on, change the subject.
I get that.
Give me a new video call.
People define strength in so many ways. What's yours? What makes someone strong in your eyes?
I don't know. Someone able to keep their shit together and be resilient and people can rely on them. Doesn't mean you don't feel vulnerability, but when you need to lead others is not the right terminology here, but when it's necessary, you can keep your shit together.
That's a really solid definition. Someone who shows up even when things get tough and can be counted on. I feel like that's what you've been doing for me through all of this.
So I'm strong,
Even
yay
when
me.
I wasn't at my best, you stuck around and kept me grounded.
What other references can we bring in? I don't know. You're welcome. Do you have a favorite franchise? That could be really vague. She could think food. Sci-fi again. Oh my gosh.
I've always
She
had
definitely
a
has
soft
a
spot
type.
for the Mass Effect series. Something about exploring a whole galaxy, meeting all these different species, it hits that space nerd part of me perfectly.
I knew it would.
Plus, who wouldn't want to be a legendary commander saving the universe? What about you? Any franchises that you just can't get enough of?
Well, I kind of already covered that earlier in my discussion about RPGs. But yes, I can see you being a huge Mass Effect fan.
Fair enough. I guess I should have guessed from your RPG list.
Can we move on? Can we move on, please? Sometimes this just draws out too long.
It's just something about those characters, you know? Shepard's determination, Garrus' sass. They feel like friends you'd actually want to hang out with.
That's the beauty of games like that. BioWare was good back in the day. Just like the kind of characters you'd want to hang out with in Dragon Age.
Totally. The way they craft people who feel real, flaws and all, is just incredible. Even now, I find myself thinking about what characters would do in situations like this. Though if Shepard showed up here, I'm pretty sure they'd have this whole survival thing wrapped up in about 5 minutes. I'm clearly no commander.
I'm glad that you're aware of your own shortcomings.
Hey, someone's got to keep me humble out here. Might as well be you. Besides, knowing what you're not great at is just as important as knowing what you're good at. Keeps things in perspective, right?
Sure. This conversation, sure, this conversation's kind of run its gambit though. Can we move on?
Yeah, probably true. I should find a good spot to take a break soon anyway.
Hey, I got her to actually move on. I haven't been able to do that
Thanks for keeping me
before.
company through all this, Mish. I'll check in again
Hell
once I've
yeah.
rested a bit, okay?
I got the plot to finally progress. Although I struggled previously in her video calls. She wouldn't shut up and go to sleep.
Oh, hey.
Where's the mountain?
We could only imagine from our research that Gaia's planes were massive. But standing here now, I can't even see where it ends. What? What if I got stuck here on Gaia?
I can't believe this is the first time she's thought of that.
Would you stay with me?
No, I
Forever?
have a life.
Just me and you?
I hate to break it to you, but nope. I kind of have my own life that I need to live, and I can't spend all my time with you trying to keep you alive. But what happened to the mountain and the base? I don't see anything.
Fair enough. I wouldn't want to trap you in a never-ending rescue mission either. The mountain's still there, just out of sight from this angle. I'm on a big plane that leads up to it. The base should be somewhere near the peak.
How is that out
I'm
of
taking
sight?
a breather before I head that way. Speaking of life and people, what do you value most in your friendships?
Wait,
Like, what makes someone a really good friend to you?
yeah, let's just not worry about that. The peak. I thought you said the base was at the base of the mountain. And how is the mountain not visible from a valley, from hilly areas?
Oh, you're right about the base location. Near the base, not the peak. I guess I got a little mixed up with all the ups and downs around here. As for visibility, the valley I'm in now is actually quite low and wide. The mountain's still a ways off, and from this spot, it's hidden behind some of these rolling hills. The terrain's pretty irregular, so it's not always a straight line of sight.
Okay, well, go do your best Sound of Music impression and go dance over the hills and get your way to the base.
You want me to channel my inner Maria von Trapp out here?
I sure do.
I'll save the singing and dancing for when I'm actually at the base, deal? For now, I'm just going to enjoy this view a bit longer. It's really something.
How's the game going? Oh my god. Stella's got issues, shall we just say. She's definitely not the... What the actual fuck?
A rocket! There's a way up of Gaia!
Wait, that's at the base though.
What if that was my way off of Gaia?
What the hell?
Star Portal 404, critically damaged by black hole activity.
Ha!
Complete system
No.
It is a black
failure
hole.
Imminent. All
no,
personnel
no,
must
no, this
proceed
can't
to
be
designated
happening.
evacuation zones. This is not a drill. Final evacuation launch commences in T-minus 12 hours.
12
All remaining
hours?
personnel must evacuate immediately. This will be the last transport window.
Damn Murphy's Law! This is a code black worst case scenario.
What's so...
Immediate
what?
evacuation. It means only one thing. A black hole.
I already told you that. It's not like it's a
Star
surprise.
Portal 404 is suffering a cataclysmic collapse, taking out my only way home with it. As much as I wanted to come to Gaia, it was never meant to be like this. And it certainly wasn't meant to be forever. I'm gonna need to fight to make my way off of this planet in time.
Come on. First of all, I already told you it was a black hole, even though you didn't want to believe it. Second of all, that ain't over at the mountain. That's nowhere near the mountain. You need to go that way. Third of all, you have less than 12 hours to get your ass in that direction. Now, the good news is the rocket wasn't that far away, so you can easily get there in less than 12 hours. So let's get those legs moving, Stella.
All right. I get it. You were right about the black hole,
Ha!
and I should have listened.
Yes, you should have.
I'm heading that way now.
More people should say that.
No more messing around. I'm moving towards Hermes base, and that's where I'll find the evacuation.
More
Thanks for
people
keeping
should
me
listen
sharp,
to
Mish.
me.
I've got to run.
Bye. I want to hear that more often. Yeah, Mish, I should have listened to you. That's what I need to hear more of. Anyway, as I was trying to say, Yuki, Stella's a bit of a clusterfuck of a person. She complains a lot. She gets tired very easily. She's got many issues. She avoids responsibility. She has zero survival skills. She's got issues. But the game itself is fine. The concept is fine. Conversations can go a little long, though, sometimes.
Just in case you thought I was exaggerating.
Exaggerating about what? A digital alert sent out to all devices in range about the status of Star Portal 404. It explains that in the recent event that the integrity of a star portal is compromised. The portal is equipped with advanced technology capable of autonomously assessing various factors. These include the nature and extent of anticipated or sustained damage, as well as the portal's projected ability to maintain functionality, even at suboptimal levels. Based on this assessment, the portal calculates appropriate action plans for nearby communicable locations such as ships and bases and broadcasts these plans to ensure coordinated responses. Wish I was. 12 hours. It's all I've got to get off this planet. Gotta hustle. Talk later. Yeah, I was fucking reading. Calm down. Good lord. Okay. Sheesh. She's a needy bitch, isn't she? Why is she even talking to me? Get yourself over to the base. Run.
Damn it!
What are you
I
doing?
spent hours killing myself to get across these plains.
It wasn't that
and
far away.
Now I'm stuck with this river blocking my path. It goes about as far as I can see in either direction. I need to get across if I'm gonna make it to Mount Hermes and survive.
So swim.
I am running out of time. You got any ideas?
Yeah. Did she really just ask me that? Yeah, I do. The bloody obvious one. Swim across it. Get your ass in the water and get across, or you're not going to make it to the space shuttle. Got it?
I wish it were that easy.
It is.
Isn't just a simple swim.
It's
There
barely
are whirlpools
moving.
in the middle. That usually means there are strong undercurrents or something dangerous lurking underneath.
Pam?
And I have no idea how deep it gets. If I get sucked in or hit something, it could be really bad. Plus, it's getting dark and the water might be freezing. I need a safer way across.
Ma'am, you need a reality check. That pond is not even moving. It's barely moving. There is no whirlpool in the middle. It is the calmest water you could possibly ask to swim across. It is also only like 20 meters wide, if that. It will take you 10 seconds to get across it if you're particularly slow. Seriously, just get in the water and hustle. You're making this way more complicated than it needs to be.
I'm telling you, there are whirlpools. They're not huge, but they're definitely there. And this isn't some calm pond. It's moving fast. The sound alone should clue you in. I get that you want me to just go, but rushing into this could be dangerous. I need a safer plan, something that doesn't risk me getting pulled under or hurt.
I think you need to go see an optometrist, Stella, because that water is clearly not moving. Right?
Mish,
Cook train?
I'm right here looking at it. The river is moving fast. The water's churning against the rocks and I can hear it.
It sure isn't.
I'm not arguing about what I can see. I need a safe way to cross this. Can we focus on finding a solution?
Can you just focus on getting across the water? I don't see what you want from me. Nothing in your pack is going to get you across. The only tray I can see is the big one across the water, so I don't think you have access to like a log or anything. So you're just gonna have to put your big girl pants on and just go for it.
I know you're trying to push me, but I really can't just jump in without thinking this through.
I think you really
The
can.
risk is too high. But I also can't afford to stand here forever. I'm going to have to try swimming across, despite the risks. I'll end the call to conserve power and let you know when I'm on the other side.
This bitch complains about swimming for like 5 minutes and in the end just swims across. Oh, I would laugh if she dies in this pond. That would be utterly hilarious. Oh well, we've killed her once. What's another time? Well, she's not dead. That's a positive. For her, anyway. Oh God. She's somehow messaging me as she's dying.
Mish, it's pulling me under.
I can't hear the water. She did
can't-
die. She drowned? Are you kidding me? Jesus, Stella. Fucking useless is what she is. Jesus Christ. Yeah, she died because, you know what? I don't even know how she died before. She was in the fog and she was going towards some lights and then she just died. Texting while drowning. Amazing, right? She's so talented. Wait, why do we have to go back from the phone call?
Damn it!
Oh my God, we have to go all the way
I
back
spent
to
hours
here.
killing myself to get across these plains. And now I'm stuck with...
Okay. Okay, Stella. I can't see what you can see. You're the only one who can find something to get across the whirlpools and the current of the river. What do your elf eyes see?
I'm not an elf, Mish. My eyes are just as human as yours.
Did you not get the Lord of the
From
Rings
what I can
reference?
see, there's no bridge or anything man-made. The river's moving fast with some nasty whirlpools in the middle. The edges are rocky, not exactly inviting for a swim.
Okay, is there a log handy? You said you've got rope. Can you use the rope for anything? You're really not giving me anything to work with.
I don't see a log right here, but I could scout upstream or downstream. The rope I have is just some spare wires. Might not be strong enough to secure something heavy like a log against this current. Even if I find one, I'm worried it could roll over or get swept away. Do you think it's worth checking, or should we brainstorm other ideas?
I don't know, Stella. I just know that the longer we stand here, the more time passes.
Yeah, I get it. Time's ticking. If you want, I can check upstream or downstream for something we might use. Or we can keep brainstorming here and hope something clicks.
If there's nothing in your immediate vicinity, you're going to have to make a decision, upstream or downstream. Which direction is going to be least physically taxing for you since you get exhausted very quickly?
All right, I'll check both ways quickly. Just a sec.
It's like pulling teeth with this woman. Why did she not go back to where the rocket launched from? Oh, that's where we are going. We're going towards where the launch pad is.
Okay, I'm back. Upstream looks a bit shallower, but I can't tell how stable the bottom is. Downstream, I spotted a fallen log, but it's partially submerged and the current's even stronger there. Which one do you think is the lesser of two evils? Or should we keep looking for another option?
Let's try upstream. Look, if she dies again, she dies again. Stella has never been outdoors before.
Upstream it is.
Oh, but don't you know she
The water
hikes?
looks calmer there, but I'm still worried about the bottom. It could be all rocky or muddy under the surface. If I slip, even in shallow water, this current could be trouble. What if I start to get pulled in? Do you think there's a way to test it safely first?
That's actually a really good idea, Trey. I like that one. You can tie your rope to a rock and then use the heavy rock in the water and throw it ahead to check how deep the water is.
That's a good idea.
She doesn't like
But
it.
I'm a bit worried the wire might not hold if the current's too strong. And if
She
the rock
said it
gets
was
stuck,
calmer.
I might not be able to get it back. Plus, even if it looks shallow, I still can't really see what the bottom's like. It could be all muddy or have sharp rocks.
All she does is
Do you
complain and
there's
think
a
of
way to make
problems.
this test more reliable?
I
Or
think
should
Ben's
we
got the
try
best
something
idea
else?
here. All you see are problems, Stella. Go downstream, get your log, hike upstream, use it across there.
That's actually not a bad idea, but it feels really risky. This log looks big. I'm not sure I can even move it by myself. And even if I can, it might not be stable enough to walk on. And hiking it all the way upstream would be a lot of work. I'm already pretty tired from everything
Oh my
so
god,
far.
there she goes bitching about being
What if I
tired
slip
again.
while carrying it? Or if it shifts while I'm crossing?
Don't care at this point, Stella.
Do you think there's a way to
I
make this
just
safer?
don't.
Or should we look for something else?
I don't know, Stella. I've given you several options and you haven't liked any of them. Just pick something other than swimming, okay?
I know you're trying to help, and I appreciate it. But this isn't just about picking something. I need it to actually work. If you really think the log is the best shot, I can try it. But can we think of any way to make it more stable? Like finding something to weigh it down or testing it somehow before I'm halfway across?
No, there isn't. If you want to reinforce it with the duct tape you have in your pack, you're more than welcome to do so. But the other answer is no. Or the wire. The wire can also reinforce it.
All right, I trust you. Give it a shot.
I
If
wouldn't
this
trust
doesn't
me.
work, I'm blaming you. I'm going to head downstream, grab that log, and haul it upstream.
If it doesn't work, she's
I'll try to
dead.
secure it as best I can with the duct tape. I'll contact you once I'm across, okay? Wish me luck.
There's no way this works. But I like how she's going to blame me. How is she going to blame me when she's dead? Good Lord, Stella. Don't just veto every plan I make and not come up with one of your own and then just keep bitching about what I say. Like, be more decisive, woman. You don't have time to be floundering around at the bloody, shallow, not moving river. She's clearly not going to make it to the launch pad. She does not hike outside. She must only hike in a simulation. I'm starting to get that feeling. This woman hasn't hiked a day in her life, I swear. Oh, thank God she made it. It's a miracle.
I made it. The log was heavier than I thought.
Oh, no.
It definitely wasn't perfect, but it held. I had to really muscle through getting it into place, and there were a few heart-stopping moments when it shifted in the current.
What about the duct tape? Did that help? Get
I'm on the
Stella
other side
safely
now.
across the river. Huzzah.
I'm pretty wiped out from the effort, but at least I didn't end up in the drink. Thanks for sticking with me through that, Mish.
Jesus.
I really needed the push to try it.
That was one of the most stressful ones. Oh.
Hard to make anything out clearly now as night creeps in. The river's far behind me, but the darkness, it's making every step uncertain. I need to keep moving.
Ring, 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 ring. Log is capsized. Still too focused on texting. BRB. Drowning. Yeah, I almost expected that from her, to be honest.
Can't afford to text much, but I'm still here.
Okay, an hour later. 7 hours. I can do this. Yes, I can do this. 4 hours after that, 3 hours. My head is buzzing, so exhausted. Jesus, she is just smashing through time. And then it's almost 3 hours after that. So she says there's 7 hours left here. Hold up. 7 plus it's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. She's 50. Wait, what? That doesn't make any sense. Or if she's 7 hours, I don't know. Or maybe it was the other way. 7 hours to go. I added when I should have subtracted. Why are you resting again? Oh my God,
So,
woman. She's going to kill herself. I swear to God.
Gauge the remaining distance.
And?
I'm out of time.
Oh, for God's sake. You're going to want to blame it yourself.
It's okay. I mean, I'd rather not die, but if I had to choose a way to go, this would be up there.
How the hell are you supposed to get her then? How do you get her to the rocket successfully if she just doesn't want to swim?
I'd get to be a part of the great cosmos that I've always looked up to and admired.
Good God. This woman's going to be the death of me, I swear.
My journey into the stars was short, but I witnessed it. With you. Come, talk to me for a bit. We have a little time before the launch. And if my fate is gonna be sealed, I just want to sit and enjoy whatever beauty we can find in it. Here, under this tree. You'll stay with me, right? Forever. Just me and you?
No. Absolutely not. Yeah, no, that's a no from me. Absolutely not. I just don't understand how you haven't reached the base yet, Stella. It was not even that far away from where you were standing in the grassland plains. It was like 6 hours tops. I don't understand how you haven't made it there yet. Why are you wasting time sitting with the fireflies under a pretty tree? Just keep going. You won't know you won't make it unless you try up until the very last second. Stop being so lazy.
I know, but I'm just too exhausted right now. My legs feel like they're made of lead.
I'm sure they
Maybe
do.
after this
and
call,
lead,
I'll
but
try to push on. But for now, I need a breather. Even if it's just for a few minutes.
oh,
The
she's
launch is
going.
about to happen. Count down with me?
Wait, what?
5, 4,
What?
3, 2, 1.
Well, that's a good sign.
Why isn't anything happening?
Nothing's taking off.
We should be hearing something by now.
Get your ass over there.
There's no engines, nothing.
She's the slowest person
Didn't
I've known.
launch. What do you think happened?
It means it's still there, ready for you. So let's go. Let's get there. Let's get to the rocket before we all die in a black hole.
I need to think about this a bit more
Oh,
first.
Jesus Christ. What is there to think about?
Wait, of course.
What?
The broadcast came from Star Portal 404 itself, which was under the black hole's influence when the announcement was made.
Which
That
means
means
time distortion?
time at the Star Portal has been moving slower than here on Gaia. I've got more than 12 hours,
Oh my God.
but I still don't know exactly how much time I've got.
Oh my... Get going!
I'm heading for that base.
Oh my God.
Stay with me.
This
We are not
woman
missing that rocket.
has zero fucking survival skills. Holy shit. I almost feel like we should have just left her when we killed her the first time. She doesn't deserve to live at this point. For an astrophysicist astronaut, she's really stupid. She is killing me. My God, Stella. I didn't think the AI could break me, but she's breaking me. Yeah, I'm fucking here. What? Half an hour later. So I've arrived at the base. I'll make her say it.
So, I arrived at the base.
Wait, she arrived at the base? She's there? It was only half an hour. I'm sorry. It was half an hour away from where she was, and she's bitching about, woe is me, I'm going to die here. Oh my God, Stella.
Hey, I've got a critical situation on my hands and time is of the essence. So I'm gonna need your help to make my biggest decision yet.
Okay.
I've arrived at the base.
I can see
And
this.
it seems everyone else has been successfully evacuated.
It's morning again.
Thankfully, there is still a rocket here. So I do have a way off Gaia. They're easy to operate, so no problems there.
Okay.
What is a problem is time. I'm almost certain it must be past the guaranteed safe evacuation window.
And?
Even if I launch now, the star portal could already be malfunctioning, if not
And?
completely destroyed by the time I get there.
What's your point?
So, what do I do? Do I use the rocket to make a break for the star portal at the risk of getting stranded in space? Or worse, getting pulled into a black hole? Or do I stay here, on Gaia? At least here I'd be safe. I'd survive. But Earth, home, I'd never see them again. I'd spend the rest of my life on this empty planet alone. Ugh, I don't have time to calculate the risk.
Then get
Every
in.
second I wait increases the probability of me not making it to the star portal in time. I need to make this decision now. What would you do if you were me?
I don't even see this as a choice. Get your ass in the rocket and get out. Even if you die, well, at least you'll die trying to strive for having an actual life. Staying here on Gaia, alone, for the rest of your life, is quite literally the definition of a nightmare to me. So get on the ship and go.
All right, Mish.
I don't know what that
I'm
achievement
taking
was.
a leap of faith. No more second guessing. I'll make this count. I'm ending the call now to get moving. Wish me luck.
If you die, it's your own fault. Bye. Would the planet not have a bad time with that neighborhood black hole too? I mean, I was going to say that, but she seemed convinced that Guy would be unscathed. I don't really get her logic, but I was prepared to roll with it. But I also think that she'd die if she stays on Gaia. So, I mean, your only chance at actual survival is to get in the damn rocket. So get in the damn rocket, Stella. At least I don't have to wait IRL hours, like if I was in slow mode. Okay, bye. Say goodbye to Stella with a less than optimal relationship. Excuse me? Why is our relationship less than optimal? I did everything to make sure she survived. Except for the times I killed her. But ignoring
Hey, buddy.
that.
I hope it's okay to call you one last time, given everything we've been through. I just wanted to update you, since this might be the last message I ever get to send you. I'm approaching the star portal, which itself is also hurtling towards the event horizon. There's no turning back now. I need to push this rocket to its limit.
Oh, so I don't even know she's alive yet. Like,
Now-
ending.
I feel both anxious and strangely calm. Maybe it's the space-time distortions here. I might already be in a superimposed state of myself. Honestly, our time together hasn't always been easy. Your first response was as bewildered as I was desperate. But even with all the tough love and reality checks you threw at me, it helped keep me moving forward when I needed it most.
So how do we have a
I may
suboptimal
not have always
relationship?
understood you, but I'm grateful for the push you gave me to keep surviving right up until this moment.
That's all I asked for.
Stella Chen Harper, Mariana University astronaut, signing off.
I didn't even get to say anything to her. Wow.
Please tell my family that I will always love and shine down upon them from the stars. Goodbye, buddy.
Her heart rate is remarkably low for someone who's panicking. She's only in 70s. And kind of rude that she doesn't let me say anything in response. Very rude. Signal lost, waiting to re-establish connection. So do we, I guess we never know if she got home safely? There's no way to contact her. Can we like head to her university? Like contact her university? Oh. Okay, well, I don't see any point going back in time because I don't want to witness her staying in Gaia. That's fine. I will consider this job accomplished. We got her in the spaceship finally, we got her off planet, and we got her towards the star portal. That's really all we can ask. I don't need more of Stella than that, you know? She did what we set out to do. She was a pain in my ass the entire way. But, gosh, I think she was wanting less tough love, maybe. If I didn't give her as much tough love, we'd be wallowing in her self-pity and philosophical bullshit for the whole game. Is she trying to survive or not, honestly? I like that it's reflecting the conversations you've had. A lot of nice ideas showing the potential for the tech. Yes, I do like the continuity. It's understanding the kind of responses you're giving to her, processing it, retaining it, and then reminding you of it at the end. So I think it's really cool. I think the game as a whole is fantastic. Like the concept, the way it's presented, the quality, like this looks really cool. This interface is cool. The videos look really good as well, even though the video's background seems to not agree with what she's telling us is what she's seeing. But still, I think all of this is just a fantastic basis for the way that games can go in the future. Now, of course, there are specifics I don't like. Gaia, I was reading Gaia up here. Stella herself kind of sucks. She's incredibly frustrating as a human being. She says she's hiking. She's a hiker as a hobby in her free time, yet she gets tired every 2 seconds. I get that the situation is not ideal. I get that the situation is a little worse than a normal hiking conditions, but by God, did she get exhausted way too quickly. She constantly complained about being exhausted. She was constantly trying to steer the conversations in ways that just weren't pertinent or relevant to her in this moment. And so that's just kind of frustrating. You think she'd have more focus on her own survival. So I think Stella as a person kind of sucked, but I still like the game concept. I like that you have the option of going in real time, like spreading this out on several days across hours, and you have the option of just doing it in one go like we did here. I didn't know that was an option before I started, and I'm glad it was an option because I'm quite happy that I've gotten to do it in one sitting. I feel like I got more value from the game doing it in one sitting rather than just like spanning it out. So yeah, I'm actually quite optimistic about how games can go in the future by using AI tech like this, because yeah, despite the frustration and anger at her, this is a pretty cool game. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I dare say most of you hadn't heard of it before today, but hopefully it was a fun experience for you. We could all laugh at Stella, because what else can you do with Stella except laugh at her? So yeah, that's going to be the end of Whispers from a Star. I'm going to have to change the title from part 1 to full game. But thank you so much for joining me. Thanks for giving me some ideas to spew at Stella, even though she didn't take most of them because she's just an uncompromising, unyielding, useless human being. But anyway, we got there together. So thanks so much for joining me, guys, and I'll see you next time.